So I don't know if it waits till I think let me go to the stream manager thing. I can tell you now. I think it's set to be like, all right, after I stream for 15 minutes or so, it'll automatically start banking where you don't have to have pre-roll ads.
Okay.
But
yeah, bro, when I be driving, I throw y'all shit on just to get that, like, all right, I know it's gonna be a quick 30-minute drive.
Right.
I just throw it on in the background and shit like that. I be really trying to help niggas, man, because I'm like, man, this shit.
If everybody can make some money on Twitch, yeah,
get that, all right. Yeah, bro. I'm just like, my goal is like, if I get it, we can get everybody monetized and partnered up and shit like that.
It only helps.
It only helps. You know what I'm saying? Because the way I look at it is this, and this is why I appreciate. That's why I never was really tripping off of our clips living on Trip's page. Because the way I look at it, when I look at the algorithm, it's Geekset being mentioned in more different pages, right? Where Geekset page might post something, I might post something, Diz might post something, you gonna post some merch shit, Kane gonna post review shit, then we got Trip page posting the clips and shit. Like, it just puts us in the algorithm multiple times with the name Geekset, shit like that. So it's like, I never really be tripping off of that shit. So that's generally how I look at it and shit.
No, that's definitely fair.
Yeah. Hey, Joe, see Lloyd Banks dropped a novel?
No.
Not yet. No.
You dropped that.
I saw that.
Album.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy. Drop a novel, nigga?
What? To say he dropped a novel,
I saw that.
Hey, that'd be bars, though.
Hey,
that novel would definitely recall. It'd be bars.
That's a wild way to say though that somebody wrote a book though.
Oh, man, happy birthday, Jordan. I didn't know
Today turned 27.
Booze. So, hey, man, shout out to my nigga Will Ferrell, man. Happy birthday, Will Ferrell.
Happy birthday. Energy.
Hey, Will said he on your heels, bro. He said that you reached out to him about gaming, and you ain't never trying to game with him.
Fam, he ain't never said nothing to me in the DM.
He
that nigga bold-faced line. I hit this nigga like,
hey, Will, hey, let me know what game you playing.
Because he made his comment, like he shared some on Rivals. I was always chatting.
Oh, never mind. If it's Rivals, I don't be on Rivals.
I was on the comments.
We should play Zombies.
Yeah, I won't play Zombies. I was on this, what's going to say something in the comments like, bro, when you be playing? The nigga DM me, and I DM this nigga right now. What I'm available.
So last time we was playing, he was like, "Hey man, that nigga Ricardo hit me up about some gaming." He said that nigga will never be here sending me no invites. He'll never.
I gave it because I think I don't know if he think I'm on my system or whatever too. But I told him I'm like, nigga, I'm on Xbox, so I need like we crossplay, so I need to know. Like, never got no back for the nigga. You know what I mean?
So he lying to the
nigga. You get that Rivals energy together. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I made the first steps.
I did my part.
Oh, you shot your shot.
You know what I'm saying?
I slid in the DMs.
No, I saw that he put out the album. I didn't get a chance to listen to it yet.
I
never was going to because, like I said, it's Lloyd Banks.
He might be my favorite.
You wasn't big on Lloyd?
He might be my favorite out of the core G unit.
Bro, you know what's funny? All right, this is gonna sound blasphemous. I already know Kane probably gonna not like it, and I probably know that you probably not gonna like it. I was not a Young Buck fan. Young Buck was the trashiest member. I would listen to Yayo over
trashiest is crazy.
What the? That's wild.
Yes,
that is definitely blasphemous.
I did not like Young Buck. I did not. His album was not good to me.
Straight out of Cashville?
No.
Bro,
what?
You know the only
that nigga had.
The only
that nigga had
beef on his. The only Young Buck I liked was what was off the 50 Cent album. I'm a rich nigga. I'm a poet. Wasn't that him on that? No. What was the song that he had on Get Rich or Die Trying? That Young Buck was on. That was the only verse I ever remember.
What song was he on?
Was it Back Down? No, it wasn't Back Down.
Back Down.
But yeah, I wasn't a Young Buck fan. I did not.
I'm sorry, bro.
Bro, I'm a big No Limit. But I love
nigga, that Get Buck with it, nigga. It had an era. It had a time.
I was not
like niggas was in traffic, literally playing that shit.
Because like I said, bro, I was South before these. Nigga, I was No Limit.
That's crazy.
I was fucking out there.
Not like the same trash.
Was it Bloodhound?
It was Bloodhound.
Yeah, it was Bloodhound.
Because Bloodhound go into Back Down.
Bloodhound. I would definitely go for if I can't skip
I wasn't big on Young Buck. I was not big on Young Buck at all.
But out of the core, I felt like
Yeah, it was an ass.
you'd have to put Ye. I mean, the only thing that Yale got is the "You Can't See Me" dance.
He stole that from another nigga.
That's what you putting over Buck.
Yes.
Like
Cash bill, nigga.
It's great.
Cash bill to the key.
You can't even see that on the
That's
record. Like,
crazy.
you can't see that. Listen,
Hey.
it's like
Hey, but low key, when you go through the overall roster of G Unit, it's some niggas that like some underground niggas that is definitely better than Young Buck. Like High Rod was cold.
High Rod was better than Young Buck.
Let's
Fuck
there
yeah.
has a different
Hell
run.
yeah.
Like I ain't
Yeah,
I don't even know how
G-Unit,
much I
bro.
really cared to you during that run. Like so many random like Nate. Like I was like, bro, what is
I was here with Mace.
I ain't gonna hold shot.
When
G-Unit
Mace came
Mace?
back on that, yeah, nigga, you know
Murder
who
Mace?
shot you. I was like, hey, I was here for it. They also already with Welcome Back.
Yeah.
The album was trash. I fucked with like 2 songs.
Yeah.
The album was trash overall. But I was like, oh, you was just like, oh, this didn't work, so let me try something else.
Here's the thing.
Murder Mace was crazy.
I was a huge Mace fan when he was Murder Mace, and then when he got on Bad Boy, he became just regular Mace. Like bro, I was always a Mace fan. So when he retired, like I did not like. I was upset. When he came in with Welcome Back, I was like, he here. And then when he
Hey, you woke up on the wrong
here-
side of the bed today. I can see that now. You came in here with a lot of bad intentions, bro.
Bro, I rock the
I
This
rock the
nigga-
Mace, bro.
this
I
nigga
rock the Mace stuff.
You niggas gonna get round up today.
I
You
rock
gonna
the Mace stuff, and like I said, when he started G Unit, I was here for it, bro. Because I was like, here's the thing.
Nobody was. He was still in church, bro.
I
The
never
nigga
believed
came
it.
to the
I
Bucks
never
game
believed
with a
it.
fur on, full body fur, sitting next to Daryl Hines in a full body fur, visiting his church. 2 weeks later, he was signing G Unit.
So here's why I never believed the church thing, and that's why I was like, no, Mace, come back to what you really is, right?
Bro, that's crazy.
Here's why I didn't believe it. Because
I never believed the church thing.
So you know why? Because I went to Christian faith, and I was there when he came back. When Pastor Hines brought Mace there, and when the chicks was twerking in the church to Mace song, I said, Mace ain't real.
Mace song.
Wait.
They had to be.
Yes.
They used to make the church music. That's what they
Yeah,
said.
the church song.
He did.
Bro, that's what they said.
No,
That's
was
damn near
Bad Boy
Welcome
Classic.
Back.
They was playing Bad Boy Classic.
In the church.
Bro, Pastor Hines and them was playing Bad Boy Classic.
And that's
And
Some church
That's
elders was
classic.
scared.
it was. Bro, but at that time, I said, I don't believe any of this.
That shit sounds like sinner shit. Like,
I said,
Bro, you brought the devil in here.
So I never believed it. So that's why when he came back and when she did it, I was like, yes, man, be who you supposed to be. Because that stuff was a side mission that didn't work.
The church elders talking about that this day.
They was.
Let me tell you about the day the devil walked through this church.
Dookie in this.
you say that nigga Daryl?
Wow.
What? Let me tell you what this nigga did. You know what I mean?
Bro, hey, listen here. I try not to bash this. There's a lot that you can talk about Pastor Hines about. But this is what I knew. Like, this is young adolescents deuces. You know what I'm saying? Where, like I said, I grew up Baptist. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, when we got back to the States, we wasn't really going to an actual brick and mortar church. You know what I'm saying? But my guys, you know what I'm saying, Fresh and his brother, I was spending the night over their crib, and his mom still, you know, and for those who know, remember the spend the night era, if you wake up on Sunday morning and you spend the night, you're going to that person's church, right? So they was going to Christian faith. We went there. This is me not knowing, you know what I'm saying, this is probably like 11, 12, right? Not really knowing about the establishment of church.
Okay.
That, right? So I'm there, regular church stuff. I'm like, all right, this is regular church stuff. And then they do the thing. Any new members here. So, of course, you know what I'm saying, shout out Miss Smith. She like, stand up. I'm like, all right.
Well, you ain't gonna be there next Sunday.
Like, hey, I stood up. But
I've been
here's the
done like
thing.
that at least 3 times.
Yeah.
In
No,
3 different states.
No, but here's the thing. Hey, you know what they asked? Do you got a church you go to?
You got a
No,
church
we don't go
home.
to church. You need to come to our church. I'm like, all right, well, you know what I'm saying? I don't really go to my family. We ain't been to church since we was like, you know.
You was 11?
I'm 11. This thing talking to me.
Don't talk to me.
Hey, no. This
I got no
is how it gets worse.
problem.
This is how it gets worse. He's like, you need to come to the church. They give you the pamphlet. In the pamphlet is a credit application.
What?
I take it to my dad.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, hey, they talk about taking me to this church. I think we should. You know, I ain't been to church in a while. But he said, they gave you a credit application. I'm like, what's that? I was like, I don't know that you had it. I mean, 11. I was 11. It wasn't
No,
me.
but you got to
They sent it to me
think
to
about
give
it.
my dad.
If your kid came back, gave the church
kid a credit application.
Well, no, they give it to me to give to my parents so we can apply it to
Bro,
the church.
no, you skip past it like that shit sound normal.
No, it's not normal.
They gave
That's the whole
a
purpose
credit
of it.
application
That's the whole
to
purpose
a
of the
kid
story. That's the whole
to
purpose.
apply to the church.
The whole purpose of the story is that's when I knew that church is not for the people.
Getting credit for church.
Knowing your credit score.
Like,
Why do you need to know my credit score?
Yeah, being a church knowing my credit score, you see me differently if you know my credit
Oh
score.
yeah, that's
You know what I'm saying? You got to sign.
Yeah,
something
that's
that
true.
you know my
That's
credit
true.
score.
Now you a back row nigga, no matter what.
Make sure we are premium members. Our premium, you know what I'm saying?
I don't give a damn what you bring in tithing. You can't afford it.
So that's how I knew. You know what I'm saying? Which is
That's
also
great.
now funny is like as an adult seeing what was that pastor, the one that was mad at old girl because she was in the wrong line.
Oh,
He was like, "Come up here with $1,000
plus $1,000.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she came up like
Marvin Wayne.
She came up with like $960. He was like in front of the
There's
church.
$2,000.
That ain't what I told you to do. She was like
So
this
this the whole story. This is the whole story.
It's $2,000.
It was $1,000 plus $1,000 sowing seed line. So what his terminology was, you donated $1,000 and then you had somebody else give $1,000, but you are presenting $2,000 to the church, right? But there was also an $1,000 plus whatever you can give line, and there was a 500 line. You know, like it broke down to increments. But the big line, the major line, this is during church. This is in the middle of this is offering.
And they live streaming this.
So what he was trying to do was give the people who give, more, they own credit. People who gave $1,000 plus whatever, they own credit. But when she came up, she was in the $2,000 line.
Yeah.
And she gave $1,000 plus
Like
$235. But that was her
earlier.
tithing. So I got $1,000.
Right.
And then I got $235 in tithing that I'm giving. And he like, no, you didn't listen. You were supposed to be somewhere else.
In front of the
And
whole
he checked her
congregation.
right there
On
instead
the
of
live
saying,
stream.
thank you. Thank you. I did want you in this line, but thank you. No, because he said, this is only $1,200. She like, well, I'm working on the rest. He like, no, that ain't what I
That
said.
ain't what he said.
He
That ain't
sounded
what I
like a
told
pimp.
you.
He definitely sounded like a pimp.
It was so
So,
crazy.
so
Right.
This is how crazy it is. Update. She came back, the news interviewed her, and she took full kind of, no, I was wrong. I wasn't listening. Everybody was like, what the fuck is
And
going
then somebody, I forget what Tyler Perry gave
Tyler
like
Perry.
$100,000.
Bro,
to the church.
To the church.
Like because he had a lot of backlash from
We
that.
got bad.
And he, the concept, what it really is you had a miscommunication.
Yep.
It's an older man probably that was just talking like he normally talked to his congregation, and outside people heard it and was like,
Yep.
oh, he wrong because he chastised her for only giving, and that's not what he was saying. He was saying, you're out of order. Like, you should have been in this order over here. Most likely he was going to give them some type of, speech or something.
Yeah.
But he didn't get that chance to because she was over in the wrong line.
I listen to Kev and Angel still.
It's crazy.
So here's the thing. No, here's the thing. So I listen to Kev and Angel. Kev and Angel, they are of the church, from the church, their whole life and everything like that. So apparently that's normal. The issue is, and this is what Kev said. He said a lot of these churches that do these things, they don't know about the nuances of the internet, live streaming, and everything like that. A lot of these things that are happening has always happened. It is normal in the church.
Yeah.
The people that are in there, this is normal for them. But because there's so many outside eyes, to us, we're looking at them like, what the fuck is this? And that's why they was like, we're really the outside looking in.
Inside should be saying.
They should
No,
be.
listen,
I'm just
I
saying.
grew up in it, right? We had the envelope system, though.
Yeah.
The envelope system where they, put whatever money in the envelope, you write the number on.
I make those envelopes at the print shop. Shit.
Right. So I understood what the fuck was going on, but I'm with you. I've never agreed to it. I've always felt like this is extortion by the biggest level because you putting pressure on these people, bro, to give money they ain't got. And because you don't have to come up here and flash it, it makes it even more, alluring. Oh, girl, I can get the church $1,000. You ain't got $1,000 to fucking give.
For what though?
Just to give.
For what though?
To the church.
For what though? Tithing.
Bro.
For blessings.
You not understanding the concept of tithing?
For blessings. To receive your
It's-
blessings in full way.
I know the question.
We know what he's saying.
I know the question.
I know what you're saying.
I'm with you on that question.
Right. Because what it's supposed to be is the advancement of the church. But if you don't understand overhead, then you will be tricked into believing it costs $10,000 to run a Sunday.
Yes, and I mean, bro, I don't even want to get to this.
That's it. We can start the podcast.
Y'all get bread already.
We
The
can go
government
ahead.
give y'all bread. You understand? Like,
We can go ahead and start the podcast.
You don't get spicy.
It ain't gonna be no better than this.
You wanted your problematic clip.
Right.
Asking you shall receive.
right. All this because of goddamn Mace stories.
Right.
My bad. I don't know how Lloyd Banks brought up bass. Like,
It went from G Unit it went from Lloyd Banks albums to all the other stuff, man.
I can talk about the church.
Talking about the church, man. All right.
On 3, 1, 2.
All right. Welcome back to the Geekset podcast, only podcast that blend hip hop culture and geek culture together. I'm your boy Deuces with me. I got my man Bacardi Sensei in the building.
What up, everybody? It is still fucking Halloween. I don't give a fuck. Everybody do it. You good?
We got Dinge in the building.
What is happening, people? What is happening, people?
We got, I don't know what Trim over there doing. We got Trim in the building.
What you trying to show off the hurt heel?
Hey,
look,
bro.
Hi, yeah. We got King out the shop.
What it do, everybody? How y'all doing?
Doing
How
great,
y'all
man.
doing?
Doing shit. How was everybody Halloween, man?
It was good. It was smooth. Obviously, we all went out. You know.
Wait, do people in your place did y'all give up candy at all?
Trick or treating was so crazy this year. Like, I feel like the Halloween.
Because it was at night this time.
It was only Friday. Like,
Yeah, we haven't had that in forever.
No, because they had theirs the weekend before.
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of places have theirs.
Milwaukee
the
I
weekend.
think there's some Milwaukee's only when I changed.
Yeah, because they had it that Friday night, which was dope because, like I said, my pops, he remember when they stopped it. Because, like I said, it was around the time when they was young and somebody ended up getting kidnapped. And so my mom and pops were talking about it, like that's when they stopped the night one and they would do it on the Sunday after Halloween or the Sunday before Halloween. But this was the first year that they brought it back in the night.
Really?
Yep.
But I mean, I didn't understand this. I guess I feel like I've always trick or treated at night.
But yeah, you was a kid, that's why.
Yeah.
Think about how long ago that was.
Like certain neighborhoods and shit do nighttime trick or treating.
Trunk or treat.
I mean,
But the city of Milwaukee has always been
That's
that.
right. You know
the
what?
Sunday,
Niggas
the-
move
Yeah.
around.
the afternoon of Sunday. So
Yeah.
it's like that 1 to 4 block or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
That makes sense then. Because like I said, like when I do remember like the nighttime trick or treating, I remember as a kid. Of course, when I got older with a kid, we wouldn't even trick or treat in our neighborhood no more because we going trick or treat in like outside Milwaukee County.
Yeah, we was doing it around there for the longest for us, you know what I'm saying? Even still, but like I said, like this Friday, you know what I'm saying, this past Friday, it was like, we had a lot of kids pop up on our block, and it was really dope, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of see that, because I remember, like I said, growing up, like I said, trick-or-treating that night. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? People scaring you and shit like that. Like I used to always love that. You get to the house, they got like the coffin out there. You know somebody's in there. You know somebody in there.
I mean, yeah, it's way back nighttime trick or treat. Yeah, like I'm into Kimani. I think that's what it would be because in some cases, even on a Sunday, like you said, you would still get your Milwaukee daytime trick or treat in and still go somewhere else at night trick or treat.
Gotta get that nighttime one because that's where the fun happens. You know what I'm saying? And everything like that. But again, we went out, you know what I'm saying? Shot, hey, man, happy birthday to my nigga Bacardi.
Yeah, you know,
happy
happy
birthday.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? We was off a pod because Bacardi was out of town, but you know.
Since they moved on for another year.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And we got to do some Halloween shit. You know, last year we went to Haunted Dallas.
Yeah, we did Haunted House. Yeah.
So that was fire.
I was talking like I definitely missed out on my Haunted House action this year.
Yeah.
I try to keep that as a at least a one time.
Yep.
Even if I'm gonna go once at least.
Yeah. But we saw the Xenomorph turn up to Afro beats.
Which was crazy. That was a white chick.
What's that? There was a white chick.
That was a white chick in an Afro beat. All these black people, all these Africans, and she was in there getting it with a cold costume.
Yeah, she snapped. And I remember, like I said, when we first saw it, like with the light flashing, I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like,
Nigga, with the full helmet, dog.
it felt like It felt like Brianna Eddie for real. Like, it was like a slow head turn. You like, no, what the fuck is going on? Like, but like, no, that was dope. That was dope. No,
Yeah, it was smooth.
Yeah, and then you know what's going. So here's what I realized. I realized that I haven't been to a lot of Afrobeats clubs, right? Because when old girl was twerking and the nigga was doing like all the Jamaican shit with the leg up and shit, I realized I ain't never seen that in person. I realized I ain't never seen that in person.
You thought
Now you believe that because I was legit waiting for him to spin on her ass. Because I was like, bro, they was doing all the.
Oh, you talking about Loc Dog?
Yes.
Loc Dog.
Yeah, Loc Dog. I was like, bro, this nigga about to jump off of somebody and like, bro, I ain't never seen it in person. I only seen it online.
And so you gotta believe now when you see a nigga jump off the roof.
Yeah.
When he go crazy.
Second realization, district is spot, which made me believe this nigga did be in the Afrobeats club like a motherfucker.
Now, these are some moves I've never seen before. I walked over, that nigga was like, he was giving it to the guys. I was like, oh, see, no.
That nigga did was relevant, bro.
I do like a good Afro. I took around till he was 40.
Yeah.
I'll be in there just dancing.
This was literally my introduction to an Afrobeats club.
That was your first time?
I realized, bro, I go to a lot of nigga shit, and then, you know what I'm saying, maybe some pop shit, white people shit. I ain't never been in an Afrobeat spot. This is literally my first time.
No, I mean, it's a different vibe.
It is.
And you really, it's really hard to see nobody move.
Right.
Bro,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a
Somebody
lot of Afrobeat spots that be happening on the east side, but if you really want to turn up, you really want to challenge yourself and be musty by the end of the night, go to Chicago. Nigga, them Afrobeat parties, and it be the same setting. It don't always be big venues, but I've been to like two that was in a big venue. Then we went to a club where it was an Afrobeats DJ, and then at the end they had it was not Jeezy. It was some Big Boy. Big Boy came out, and I'm like, nigga, we in this motherfucker hot, dying, sweaty.
Bro, it's so infectious, bro. Within like the first 5 minutes, I was in that circle like that.
Yeah. And you think it's a move that they only know. It's like, no, we showing you. Come on.
Nigga, I was doing it. I was like, nigga, what we doing, bro?
You just can't sit.
You can't, bro. I saw like 3 dance battles. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was like, bro. I was like, bro, this is a vibe, bro. I'm fucking with it, man. Like,
the first one I ever went to was a warehouse party.
Wow. That's a lot of people.
It wasn't a lot of people.
It was
hot as a bitch.
Right.
That's like it's cracking. And like I said, it like you really understand like when you be in certain spaces like that and just like be, especially when it is like a party that's like this is pure Afro. You know what I'm saying? You really do understand the dynamic of all those other locations. Like just being in a hood bar and hearing nothing but rap all day. You know what I'm saying? Being like an R&B
Changes the
show.
vibe, bro.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like the vibes are so different in all different spaces. Like I said, even just going to R&B, like just doing this pure R&B, it's a different vibe than just like being at a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like,
you know, and this is what I also even realized even with the month of October, having that like say going out to that spot of Afrobeats and shit like that, and this more the Halloween the vibe and shit. Like to me, this has been my most Halloween October that I've had in a while. I think, because here's the thing. In general, the week of Halloween is usually when I can like really go hard on like I'm watching spooky movies. You know what I'm saying? Maybe play a horror game. But because y'all been playing horror games all month, I've been tapping into y'all stuff a lot. I started playing some different indie horror games and shit like that. I did my Stranger Things rewatch to kind of get, you know what I'm saying, in the mindset for the next Stranger Things. So I finished that. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing way more Halloween stuff for the full month of October that I'm like, bro, I don't think I've ever had a full October. Like I said, Halloween, I usually give it a week. I know that y'all normally probably give it a little bit more attention. But for me, this has been the most Halloween October I've ever had.
I mean, I can see that. I mean, I feel like that even in space, like I said, me trying to make it a very intentional, like playing horror games and doing shit like, you know what I'm saying? Like, usually, I mean, the horror movie thing is just year round. I don't really.
I know for you it is.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I try to put more intentional in it, and I told her, but it'd be like, bro, you gonna watch this shit when I, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna, you know what I'm saying? But the gaming thing for me was like, bro, like, let's specifically pick, especially because I'm just not getting to my Twitter, it was like, let's actually trend, like, not trend, but, you know, like,
let's play, make
yeah,
sure. Yeah, I did do that.
I still ain't forgave you for that shit.
This made me, bro. I didn't realize McCarty was as scary as he was with horror games.
Man, that nigga had me playing that game blind as a motherfucker. We was scared. I'm like, man, I'm not scared. I'm annoyed. Like,
I never. This is a revelation for me with McCarty and gaming. I did not know that he was that jump scared with games and shit like that.
When we was playing Phasmophobia, and he was like, "I don't play games." I was like, "Wait, what?"
Right.
Right.
Resident Evil was the 6th, the first person shooter, first person mode.
7.
I remember when it first came out, right? You know what I'm saying? Me and Liv talked about it. How much we love that game. We played it. And McCarty really didn't. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'll probably check it out," but he never did.
No, I did. I got a small. It's still on my Twitch profile.
But it's like I realized that, like, even with the games that McCarty a deep dive into a whole lot of indie games, horror games, shit like that. But like the first person ones or them chase ones, he don't really get into it. It answers so many questions that I never realized.
You said you got Outlast trial, right?
No,
we need to try that. We need to try that.
But I'm like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's no, I mean. But I mean, I grew up on like real Resident Evil third person survival.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, me too.
Like but like I said, when it switched to first person, I'm like, bro, this is a different kind of game.
It
like,
is.
But I never played I never it was Call of Duty and all that kind of got me in the first person games.
Okay.
Like I really always enjoyed third person games over really anything. Like Parasite Eve, Resident Evil, them are my favorite. Like,
and I really don't. I'm not a big first person shooter. I like. Only first person game that I generally I invest in that I'm like, all right, I'm okay with is Call of Duty. I avoid most first person shooters, first person mode games, right? So when but again, I love the Alien franchise so much that I was like, all right, I'm gonna do the Alien Isolation. I love the Resident Evil franchise so much that I was like, I'm gonna do Resident Evil one. You know what I'm saying? But so it's like the property has to be bigger than my disdain for first person.
And I mean
that's why I did Cyberpunk, as much as great as that game is, after an hour and a half, I said, I cannot continue playing this game. I do not like this first person.
Like, the only game I played like that and that I actually enjoyed was Deus Ex.
Okay, yeah.
Deus Ex, I actually really enjoyed as a third person, as a third person game. But I mean, yeah, it's really it's just really the first person aspect to me is just so, I get it's supposed to be immersive, but I also feel like, in my mind, I feel like it's a cheap shot at just the art in general. Like when in third person, you just see more surroundings. You see more going on.
I might disagree.
I'm gonna 100% disagree as somebody who's been learning Unreal Engine. That shit don't change. You are like,
because it's a view change, but I know.
But you still have to create all of that. It's just your camera is different. Like literally from it's a switch of the camera.
So to me, the reason why I disagree too, also, I feel like, if we're talking about the technicalities of it, I think it's more impressive to be able to create a first person. Like the technicality behind first person, I definitely appreciate it. I just, as a gamer, I don't enjoy it because I like to casually game, right? I feel like first person, I'm really got to be in it.
But you also, now with that, going to the technicality, you have to think about things from the perspective of you looking at it. Whereas third person, you don't necessarily. You have a set a set point that you can always say, hey, this all should be 5 meters away from me.
So I appreciate that.
But when you in third person, like go see whatever, you can see the walk. You see the amount of effort put into we just showed us moving around. But you don't see that in first person. Like in most games, first person looking down at your feet, ain't no feet there. They don't put the feet. You'll see. I ain't think about that. It's just your hands, nigga. Like that's all it is. Even though you can look everywhere, you can't see none of your body where you should. So I feel like that's the cheap thing of it. It's when we can remove the whole body element and what the environment does to this person's body to just give you a visual immersion of what. But you not. I lose myself as being I'm not the actual person here because all I got is my hands. A
lot of I won't say a lot, but there are definitely a good number of first person games that they do show your feet, your legs, and stuff like that. And I can't say it's a cheat of it because I think it's just a different use of technique.
It's a different use.
But so in a game like Call of Duty, though, would you want that to be a third person?
Yeah, they have modes. They have third person mode.
But which do you enjoy more? Because I wouldn't even want. I wouldn't even want to play.
Call of Duty, that's fast paced, freely shit. So I don't really I'm just shooting my gun.
Yeah.
So it's I don't care about my feet. And you say I don't care about the gun.
Most of the games that are third person like that are games like that are fast paced shooting games.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have. That's why I said the SX is one of my favorites. I can play an action oriented game, but when you really get me immersed into a space where now I gotta be looking for clues and up in this area and do to me, I get it. But that's why I said like I can play. If Resident Evil didn't have like the newer Resident Evil didn't have the chase mechanic, I would play it all day. But so like, cause I can still sit in first person and just enjoy, looking for this and doing whatever. But now it's a nigga coming after me every time. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta keep looking back, or I gotta keep bending corners, and we're like, I don't need all that energy. Like I actually do. Like that's why I like third person games more, because I really like to sit in the moment and just be like, you're just looking at the like I didn't know what I did here.
No, I agree with that. But however, when we're getting into horror games, and if we're talking about, I guess, what is the purpose of a horror game? It's to also scare and evoke. Like I said, I think a third-person shooter definitely is best for horror games. Like I said, as much as I love first-person shooter, as much as I love third-person shooter, first-person in a horror game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how I said it wrong. Much as I love third-person view, first-person in a horror game, it adds way more, because one, not only that, most of the ones that are in first person, they wish you put the headphones on, right? And so now you got the headphones on. Now you first person, really immersive in it. It adds to the terror, bro. I think
both have their qualities.
They do.
Like you could definitely get some terror out of a third person, because like certain Call of Duty Zombies, certain wave after wave.
Oh yeah,
you don't know what's behind you.
Yeah,
and that's what kind of makes
that red mark,
right.
Light
And exactly, and I think that's the whole purpose. Is like one view can be to like you say, for the a sound immersiveness of it, where you hear the sounds and you feel it. Yeah. Where that other view is like terror. Like we want to have suspense for first person, but I want terror for third person. And sometimes that's me. I enjoy the fact where it's like, I need, like when we was playing, and it's like I don't have an option other than picking shit up and like running.
Yeah.
So I didn't like that. It wasn't like a scare for me. It just kind of made me feel like I have no control really over my environment or the game. Where when I'm playing zombies, nigga, and I'm running, but like you said, I can see that red getting darker and darker. Like, oh shit! Like it's something about that where it makes me think better, makes me think a little harder. Like, how am I gonna get out of it?
I was gonna say to that point, you start to feel like, oh shit, this is really happening to me. Like that's what I think. Well, I was gonna say when Free said you made a mistake.
Yeah.
That's for me first person. Like when you got a jump scare or something, it really do feel like, because obviously you in it because that's the first time you see this on screen ever. Yeah. Like you might in a third person, you might see a little thing hiding there. You're like, let me go here.
And that's how I like to play it.
But since I
you want to be able to see it.
Okay, now it's making sense. Because I do like the fact where like it really do feel, oh shit, okay.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like for me, it's like it is that like even I still get scared. Even like if we're playing World War Z, like even if it's third person, like just the overrun. Yeah. Like in third person, you do see that kind of dynamic. Like in zombies, like you said, we talk about in first person, you just feel the hits or whatever behind you, but in third person, you gonna see like dog. Well, it's like it's shit always
But here's the thing: in third person, when 50 motherfucking zombies is surrounding me, I feel more confident that I can come out of it. In first person,
you're seeing the area around.
In first person, I feel a little bit more like, okay, this might not go out there.
When you see a wall of zombies coming at you, shit, I got you trying to move the camera.
Yeah, I can kind of see my exit and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? In first person, I really don't know how to go. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like it really is that change of like vision. Because like I said, when I talk about Resident Evil 7. And I talk about, like I said, the only videos ever shown on my Twitch is the scene, if anybody played it, like I said, when he was eating with everybody at the table, like early in the game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got away from the table, and the very first time the man pushed through the wall. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I'm playing Resident Evil, and that's first person, so I'm like, bro, I remember pausing that shit. Bro,
that's how like I said, with the Alien Isolation. The first time I realized that this one is a little bit more sensitive, it's not just like regular Nemesis chase where I can just go. Like I was running and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get up under this table. I got up under this table. I saw the alien come through, and I must have like nudged a little bit, made a little bit of noise. That motherfucking alien ran so fast, but it got me. I said, oh shit!
And to be honestly truthful, fam, as much as I love horror games, and I know they probably have the best animations, I don't like dying. I feel like Resident Evil, even like in my time playing 1, 2, and 3, them was straight clean runs.
Yeah.
Like if I die, I'm really like, bro, pause, chill. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like the only time I ever like one of my, like I said, we all died. If you didn't die, was close to dying. The first thing you Resident Evil, when the dogs came through the window.
Them dogs, bro, you didn't expect that. You didn't expect that. You didn't expect that.
And if there's ever a time, like I think for me, I probably have the less. If I really thought about my history of me playing Resident Evil, I have not seen none of the deaths. Like I've just really
Resident Evil, the first one. Cause remember, I went through a replay. You know what they did really well? They really set up the terror of the screen. Because you gotta remember, before the dogs come, remember it does that quick run where it's like it's not you, it's a cutscene, and it's first person. Yeah, of the dog running real fast, and then it comes back to you, and then they bust through it. And bro, they set that horror. Like, whoever, like the director of the Resident Evil 1 game, the original one, they really had a vision, and they really
the only two times I ever remember, I feel like I've never, if I did die by liquor, it was by accident. But the only thing I know I truly died by that really blew my shit was the hunters.
But
like, you your head take up in one swoop with a hunter.
Yeah. But also, then you got like Silent Hill. Silent Hill really set the scene like a motherfucker.
Bro, I'm playing the Silent Hill 2 remake. That shit terrible.
But like the thing about the original.
Yeah.
The original, when you remember, if you remember the Silent Hill game, you first get to that town and it's a regular town, right? It's empty, but it's a regular town. Like there's no people there, but it's empty. And then that first.
Oh wait, you got to go to something and come out. And
And then that first nightfall is when you really realize, oh wait a minute, there's another aspect of Silent Hill that I did not know about. And that's when you stay. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, that first nightfall happened when you go to that first tunnel or that first building, and that's when you first see those things there. If you take the flashlight away, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to put the flashlight on them to keep the nurses.
Yeah, because they keep coming.
Yeah.
Doug, have you ever? I feel like I've never heard Doug even talk about it. Have you ever played any horror games really?
No, I'm
Smart man.
No, fam. I need
Walking Dead and
The Telltale Walking Dead.
Yeah, Telltale Walking Dead and like what is that? Days
You ever
Gone.
been a one?
A zombie game I played.
Yeah, he's in these both guns.
Yeah, I was in
It was the first person game.
I played like zombie games, zombie horror games. But other than that,
like waves,
yeah,
though, right?
like Days Gone,
Okay.
Dead Island.
The third person something like Days Gone was like that gave me anxiety. Like to watch niggas play and like that the horde coming at like bro, that's too much.
But see, they like said something like that. Like when I play Last of Us, hordes come, right?
Yeah.
I feel more confident that I can get out of that horde in that third person. But it's stuff like Days Gone, when it's that first person.
Days Gone.
But when it's the games where what's the other one? Left 4 Dead.
Left 4 Dead.
Mm-hmm. When the hordes come and I feel way more anxiety that I'm not going to be able to get out of here.
I mean, I get that. But Left 4 Dead set you up though. Like even Left 4 Dead as a first person game, the scares of Left 4 Dead was shooting, like killing a zombie, and that other motherfucker that can just grab you out of nowhere, and you like, hold on, like now I'm snatched up or whatever. So it's like, I definitely agree with that.
So technicality question for you, because I feel like you would know this answer.
Swiper, what's happening?
Hey, shout out Swipe, man. What up, gang?
You already know.
Big Eagles in the building. You know what I'm saying? More Steam games and indie games are first person. Is the first person easier to do than third person?
I mean, when you got a lower budget, yeah, for sure. I mean, Bacardi's right when he says you don't have to see half your thing, and like, but you don't have to worry about essentially the character model. That's what it comes down to.
Okay, because I realize that it's like I'm about to start diving more into Steam. You know what I'm saying? Steam games and everything like that.
I got a list of games that we can try.
Yeah,
they are all horror games.
But I realized that all the games that even interest me that I've been seeing have been first person. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of indies, especially on Steam, it feels like I obviously Steam has so many games, but it definitely feels like a lot of them are first person. And I do think it's because not necessarily it's easier. You don't maybe the person doesn't know how to make a good character model, or he's like he or she is trying to outsource it. Yeah. That's I gotta pay if I just go first person.
So that kind of leads me to a fun topic that I had. If you guys was able to develop a game, one, what are you doing? First person, third person?
Probably third person.
Third person.
I'm developing it, to be truthfully honest. I already had my game idea forever.
What you saying? Third person, first person?
No, it's actually a top down.
Oh, the top down. Okay.
You see?
So first person, third person, top down.
Mine is third person.
Third person.
Easy.
Trip.
Mine can be third person too, but I like top down.
I'm gonna go first person.
First person. I'm going with third person for sure. What type of game you making? So you already got yours. Let's start with you.
That's what I'm saying. I told y'all already that, and my thing is like it can't even. It would be the idea was already before Geekset, but it's like Geekset became solid. Like, oh, that's a perfect idea. But it's like it would be like the top down. If I'm my neighbors, you know what I'm saying, or Zelda in that sense. But it's a zombie game. Like it's, you know what I'm saying.
So
Geekset
against zombie wave.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like you still doing it, but it's like
wait, question.
Like my thing is I love that. I always would love that sprites. Like that kind of like gaming, you know what I'm saying?
So yours is not necessarily waves and boards. It's an actual storyline.
Yeah,
you gotta
actual
go through
story.
stages. Go through stages.
Like you gotta like. Cause my thing is like Zelda is one of my favorite favorite games. You know what I'm saying? So in Zelda has been made in so many like that look and that even design of the game has been made in so many other kinds of games. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a top down dungeon crawler. Do this, get this new weapon to do this, whatever. So it's like. That's the same thing I would want to do. Like I would want to do a top-down sprites, and but you just put it into a zombie apocalypse now. So it's like it would be whoever you pick. Like if it was a Geekset team, like whoever you pick, you got to save everybody else. Like you know what I'm saying, and just now you got a squad of everybody you pick from, and you literally doing a zombie apocalypse top-down, getting new weapons. Everybody got their own abilities or whatever. But it's like playing like Zipper.
Okay.
It's really to me in my life it's really easy to get. Eventually it would definitely happen.
All right. Diz, what type of game did you make?
It's like a narrative RPG style game. So like open world, just sort of like how Ghost of Tsushima, like those type of open world games, but it wouldn't be open like the super open story. I wanted to have a set narrative.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. King.
Mine would be more like a little blend of like a Devil May Cry and like a Gotham Arkham Knight. Because I would want all the not serial, but like movie, horror, headliners, whether it's Freddy, Jason, Chucky. You know how like in Devil May Cry, you got to go against a different boss or a different demon. And then through that stage, you got to deal with whatever their, power is. I would love to have that where like each stage you just going through a different, like whatever that top movie would be. So like Nightmare on Elm Street 3, you got to go through the cycle, the psych ward to get to the Freddy.
Okay.
And through it, you're going to have jump scares and all that shit, but all you got is like pistols. Or, you know what I'm saying? Maybe like a grapple or some shit. Like that would be my perfect game.
Yep. Trip.
Wrestling.
Haunted house wrestling.
Living room wrestling.
Cage match.
Tearing up Airbnb.
Wrestling in different settings.
Like you buy the background and throw it in the Geekset podcast. Get the term from Geekset podcast. You know what I'm saying?
No, mine is more like a taste of life type of deal, like Bully. Or
yeah, like Bully's a
I love Bully so much. I'm going through it right now because I got GTA Plus, and so you get access to old school Rockstar games. I'm playing Bully.
Nice.
Would it still be like a school setting thing, like Bully, or actually?
Yeah, it'd be a school in the neighborhood. So you have to walk from your house to the school, and then everything that can go wrong in the neighborhood, between the neighborhood and the school, your house and the school. So you got all of those different hijinks in the middle of just making it to school, then everything that's happening at school, and the hijinks from after school to coming home, or any other outside activity that you have for that week.
Yeah, Bully to me as a I guess you would say in a sense like a sim of our early ages, like a fighting sim or whatever.
Yeah.
Bully was like because you had to go to school, you had to do class, you had to do like things, but you also still had like you were kids, so motherfuckers you got bullies and you got the crushes, the teachers on you. You can't be tardy. You can't I enjoy Bully.
Mine would be kind of like, and I realize mine might not be a third person. It might not be considered third person. It might be considered, I think, second person. But it'll be kind of like, I don't know.
I'm just going to
I don't know. I don't know what this is called, but it's kind of like it's a mix of like battle axe and blood in the sand. So you know how where you can like, let's say me, you, Didge, and like if all of us had a character that we play, but we're all on the same screen. We can see the same screen, but we're all kind of like we got
just co-op.
Co-op.
Yeah, you just sound like you just
I guess so. Then go up.
You talking about the battle, like the battle where like we're fighting each other?
No, we're on the same team. The goal is to clear the stage and go to the next stage. But it's everybody has different assets. So it's like if it's Geekset, like my move, I might have speed, you might have fire, Diz might have lightning, like you know what I'm saying?
Oh, so
everybody
yeah,
can choose. Yeah, but we're moving a stage.
We're pushing forward.
We're pushing forward.
Yeah.
It's a storyline, shit like that.
It could be first or third, however you want.
So it's just pretty much a co-op.
But that look of how like Streets of Rage and Battle Axe, like what is that?
Oh, you talking about side
Oh,
scroll.
side scroll.
But it wouldn't be side scroll. That's why I said Blood in the Sand.
It's 2.D.
Yeah. Blood in the Sand evolved in that. But whatever that
Blood in the
is.
Sand was 3D.
Yeah, but whatever that was, I don't know what that view was called.
That was third person.
That was okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Blood in the Sand was over the shoulder.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying?
But nonetheless, that would be where it would be a co-op where people like you know what I'm saying. Each character has a different one. Of course, it's gonna be around some hood shit, so we can take that.
Like this style,
Yeah, well,
like this.
is that multiple people like so?
Yeah, so like say I would have to find a call
Yeah,
for
no,
yeah, okay.
Like it's on the
2.5.
side. It's on the
2.5.
2.5.
Yeah.
So it's still side scroll.
Yeah.
Like it's still like we're going from one room to the next room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the
Like Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, but like I said, but we doing shit like either taking over a block or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, the goal is to be the ultimate like drug empire and shit like that. Because it'll have like GTA elements in it. You know what I'm saying? We definitely selling drugs. We definitely running in houses.
Horror.
No,
he didn't do horror.
Oh,
I just said what type of game.
Oh, okay, my bad. I thought you were saying what type of horror.
No, I just said what
No, it was whatever kind of game. Like mine was like bro, that zombie game. That game has been in my mind ever since I ever played. So
yeah. So for me, because there's a couple of games. I have a casual game that I want to do so
Let's see
bad.
if somebody else confirmed first. We could just be both. I don't.
What?
Feels like he just got here with something.
Mike, can you hear me? Let me see. Did we look? Did anybody listen? That's not us.
I was gonna say what?
sound we good. Maybe it's me. My voice is ashy.
No, that might be bold.
Once I did just change it, it wasn't on the multi track, so it might.
Okay.
Oh, okay. But like I got a casual game. So like, you know, I listen, I love like my roller coaster tycoons and you know what I'm saying Sim City and Sims and shit like that. Right. So there was this one game.
Wait, this is still inside your 2.5?
No, this is another game. This is,
that game,
No.
this get crazy.
No.
That game ain't never coming
I
out.
started over. I got a casual game that I also always had in mind.
I heard that sentence, but I thought you meant like inside.
No.
That's why I'm like, bro, what is this game turning into?
No, but I always had this idea of a game. So there was this one game, and it almost had it, but it was this game on mobile called Crime Coast, right? And it was literally
Shameless plug.
That's crazy.
yeah, and it was literally like that. Yeah, it was literally like it was a game where it's like you pretty much you create your game, but you're taking over blocks and everything like that. But you really got to build like you know you get to build your base.
Is this
And-
an ad film?
No,
I'm
I'm not doing that. That game is dead to life, bro.
I
Yeah.
wanted to
He
make
got
sure.
that email. He just trying to slide
No.
it in real quick.
I just wanted
No,
to make
this
sure.
was-
But where I
Just in
said
case they watch it,
where I
bring it
felt that they lacked in is that it was more so just like a base setup. Like you set your base and everything like that.
Okay.
Base building.
Yeah, but there was never no like you know what I'm saying. You got to get active. You got to go out there and actually distribute the drugs. So like I always had this kind of like blend of like that Crime Coast style game, also with like a Farmville, but it's really more focused on drugs. You know what I'm saying? But
You
like,
really gonna make one type of game?
Yeah, bro.
Your game.
I'll always be searching around.
Hey man, I love my hood
My
game.
other game that I really, because I really actually like chess, like in general, like as far as chess. But I would love, because I've only played a couple of them randomly, and it don't be a lot of them. But like I love actual real battle chess games where the chess pieces are actual pieces. So when you do the actual like whatever it is, it's a fight scene. And like it's only been like 2 in my life that I've ever played where I'm like,
I
bro,
feel like I played one. I feel
like
like
I'm saying, like when you do the
yeah.
it goes to like a cutscene.
Yeah, cutscene
Actually fighting.
scene.
You know what I'm saying?
also like keep on going.
That's what I'm saying. So if I had because you said casual game,
Yeah.
I would definitely do a chess game that was a battle chess. So it's like even if you think you about to like if I'm just trying to take this pawn to this pawn, you still gotta beat like when we go to that scene of me like now if I take your pawn, we gotta fight.
Yeah.
So if you beat me, then nigga, you just lost your you know what I'm saying? You lost
Right.
your,
So I was gonna say also I wanted to ask, do everybody here play chess? I know Dish do. I know I do. I just learned that you do.
I used to. Yeah, I ain't played since like middle school, but I know how to play.
I feel confident in my chess skills. Like I look at Dig as my only competition.
Okay.
That was a wild statement.
Oh my mama, nigga. Like,
I'm just saying,
you niggas out there.
that's because I know Dig. Like I know me and Dig done played, so I know Dig is my competition. We go against my pops. That's who taught us. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know about your chess game, so I don't know.
I played. I had my moment of my life of being in school, being on the team.
Oh, you was in a chess club? Okay.
I had my run.
I did in middle school too.
In middle school, I had my run. Middle school, I had my run of food in a white person. Like, you don't know how to play chess. You think I don't know how to play chess?
That's definitely what happened.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what? That could be something. I mean, listen. All right, a little behind the scenes. We was talking about new content that we can do. There's a lot of competitive games that we need to get some pecking order in Geekset.
I mean, we can get some Connect Four tournaments going.
We can get some tournaments going. You know what I'm saying? We get some tournaments, man.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I just learned how to play Battleship this year.
Just?
Bust y'all ass.
I've only played like twice.
You just learned. There's no, bro.
Not as that.
We've been playing
I never
Battleship.
had to play it.
We
Like,
had, bro, in the middle, which is crazy because my dad introduced us to Battleship when we was moving around the country earlier. What? I love Battleship.
I last time I played Battleship, we played Battle Shots.
Y'all don't play it on the phone? Yeah, that was on the phone.
No,
Oh, you don't got it because you ain't got the iGames.
They got an electric board now, though.
Yeah, I mean the electric board. I'm saying, yeah. Like I like the idea of it, but it was always like.
So, what classic game do you believe that you are a beast in? Like nobody can see you in, like Monopoly,
Elite.
Trouble,
Like elite.
yeah, chess, Connect Four. I declare war.
I mean, ooh. I mean, I do feel like I'm
God,
good.
cans.
I do feel like chess.
Tuck, nigga.
You don't want to see me in cans, bro.
Quarters.
Quarters is crazy.
Curveball.
Curveball. I was never good
What
at.
the fuck is curveball?
You never got curveball?
Nigga, you throw that ball?
Yeah, you gotta hit the curve and it comes back to you. The goal is to hit. You got to throw the ball. Like I'm on one side of the curve, you on the other side of the
Y'all
curve.
niggas need to crate that.
It's
bad.
almost like cans. It's almost like cans. No, because you gotta hit it the right way.
Remember tips?
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
tips.
I remember too.
Tip out was.
Yeah.
That was like a morning work. Like we would do that before we go hoop.
I was about to tip out. Like, I was on first as a kid.
Trying to psych a nigga out like. But cans, cans, I love cans. I ain't never shoot a 10. I only go for 20s or higher. Never shot a 10.
No, I mean cans. I feel like I'm pretty elite in cans. Cans, I was a 2-3, like you said, 2-3 shooter. I ain't shooting one just to be ass.
In the game.
I would lay my team.
You do the lay?
Yeah, I would lay my team.
But like I said,
90.
I feel very confident in chess. I feel very confident in Monopoly because I play Monopoly as a strategy. Like I said, some people play casually, some people don't like to play, some people play just to play. I play Monopoly with the strategy. I love Monopoly. Like so when people say it takes too long, I'm like, not with me. I know how to get niggas up out of there. I be on it in Monopoly.
I mean, I feel like sorry. I mean, chess. I feel like I'm pretty elite in chess. I ain't played in a very long time. I told my daughter, and I kind of stopped. Like we haven't played in a long time, but I need a new board. That's one of the reasons why I ain't played forever. I used to just. I'm that type of nigga that I used to actually like have it set and play myself.
You know what? Chess is so. What makes chess so elite? Chess is probably the only board game that people look for the exquisite version of it. Like if you see a marble or a glass chessboard, you stop like, ooh, that motherfucker clean.
Checkers I hate. I always hated checkers.
I like the Chinese checkers better.
Checkers I hated because I feel like
too many rules, Chinese.
Checkers was just playing like dominoes.
Yeah.
Like checkers, if you got set up the right way, you gonna flip the board on the nigga.
Damn, what was the one?
Like, the nigga hit you like with the 4 jumps and be like, bitch, whole ass nigga. Fuck this guy.
It was not called Rubik's Cube, but it was the R word. It was a game Mom used to always have us play. It was fuck. It was because like I said,
card game?
No, it was a board game with tiles. Because I know we played Mahjong a lot. Like I said, you know, when you in the military and you travel, you play a lot of these games. Yep. So we played, like I said, we used to play Mahjong. We used to play, like, bro, like I'm talking about.
I was the lead in Operation.
Operation was a solid
I was
one.
gonna say
Guess who?
Operation, Hungry Hippo.
Hungry
I was
Hippo.
super lead in Hungry Hippo.
Guess
No.
who I was good at? I was not good at Operation.
You wasn't good at. You didn't have a steady hand.
I didn't. That's what it was.
That's what the barber now, man.
You know what game I was
tweezer?
leading? Crossfire. Crossfire, I was fucking elite in, bro.
I forgot about Crossfire.
Crossfire, bro, that was my shit. I had that motherfucking yeah, Crossfire was my shit.
Ooh, I forgot about
Yeah,
this.
but bro, we used to like, bro.
You said which one?
Pictionary.
Pictionary. Yeah, Pictionary is my shit.
What was
Like,
the other one?
Charades, my nigga.
I mean, charades are.
So I haven't had a deep run in Pictionary.
Charades is tough to say, like, oh, I know I'm the lead at it.
'Cause it's your- it's back to
very
your
reliant
partner.
on a good partner.
It does.
But the Pictionary, truthfully, as a game, like I love like the show, even the show, like the idea, of, like nigga, we got to draw this real quick. And you got to figure out, like to me, like that as an idea was one of the greatest. Like that's a great game.
So what's not the Pictionary? What was the other one you said? Did you say before Pictionary? Taboo? That's the one you guessed, right?
Taboo is also very reliant on a good team.
But here's the thing. I feel like with me, because I'm a callback machine, right? We may have a joke about something and I'm like, all right, old girl from Culver's, and you remember it based off of what I'm good at that. I'm such a callback machine.
But see,
that I'm good at
that's
making
still
obscure.
relying on the
It
teammate.
is, but I'm confident in my able to call back and how obscure it is that you won't know exactly what I'm talking about when I bring it up.
But what I'm saying is relying on the teammates still.
It is.
But I'm not even talking about them being. I'm not talking about like them being able to pick up what you call back. You have to be able to have that with that. Like there are many times I've played Taboo where it's like, hey, we playing random.
Oh, so now I never played random.
But that's where I said you gotta start feeling confident.
I ain't never played
where it's
random.
like, all right, I'm just meeting King for the first time, so it's me and King on teams. It's like I gotta figure out how to make it's relying because I could be a bad teammate, King could be a bad teammate, and neither one of us know that until we start.
So in bad teammate,
I feel like bad teammate because you already look at each other like, this nigga's not gonna help.
no, it's more. So the way
It's communication.
Yeah, that's what I rank it off of.
I just played both of those with people that I've never played games with before. And it's the hardest shit in the world to try to reference some shit you can't say.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. To me, I'm like, all right, how well do I know this person? Like, if I don't have any inside jokes with you, I know it's going to be hard. Like, I got to at least have some jokes that we only have that I can.
Hard. It was definitely
Okay, but no. So in the realm of a good partner, it makes me think though. So in a game that absolutely requires a good partner, everybody here plays spades, right?
No.
I don't.
You don't play
For that same reason. You need
So
a
I know
good partner.
Diggs plays, but he don't like to play.
Nigga, I know how to play. I used to play.
I'm
not playing anymore.
I prepare for battle every time. I want better for myself.
Bro, so that takes away my theory. So my theory has always been, I was like, all right, if I needed a space partner, I either got to get Picardi or King. That was my theory, that you guys would probably be the best choice.
Oh, I'm really good at spades. No, listen, this is the thing. I have just seen so many fights and break, like, nigga, I've seen marriages damn near fall apart over a reading.
My thing is, like, you can't be cold all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, even saying, like, nigga, we all honest. Like, you didn't have a bad fucking hand.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Or even your partner fucked you over. Like, damn, I got to.
And that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
So with me with certain shit, right? Like if you really good at something, you really good at it because that's just what it is. Spades is one of them games where you could be really good at it because you just know how to use cards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like
you also know how to read the table. You gotta
know that. You gotta understand what I have.
Know what people
this
have.
person has. So that's what always blew me when it came to spades. Is like you gotta be very attentive and patient and like aware of the details. I can't play with you, bro, if you got something on your mind. And I can't control that.
You gotta say, hey, you going to something right now, bro? Like, where you at?
You on your phone and shit. You not paying attention.
Because niggas be so like, I'm like, bro, can we casually talk and play spades?
No. You can't talk about it, nigga.
Like, all we want to know is what you got, nigga. You got what books you got. Like, fuck your life.
Right, so,
see, look, and that's why I stopped playing spades because everybody has a personal view at how spades is supposed to go.
But that's why I say I prepare for battle because like, I can't go in there happy.
But I'm good. My thing is like, I know how to play, so I can play.
But everybody don't play like that. Niggas don't care about that.
Right.
So
Then you get because what is funny though? Because if you are the talkative nigga, then everybody like, bro, what the fuck y'all talking about?
Yeah.
Oh God,
And
nigga. That's why you can't talk.
You gotta go. You literally have to go in for battle, and I'm like, bro, I want better for myself. Like I'm good.
It's stressful, bro.
It's a
Too
fun
much.
game. It's great.
It's a lot of
But that's too much.
niggas make it very stressful.
Yeah.
Don't let a nigga walk in like, oh, y'all playing spades, who winning? Was another nigga on the outside popped in to say where y'all at? The whole game.
Yeah, because the hierarchy is who losing and which one of y'all making y'all lose. Which one of you niggas don't know how to play, and it's gonna 9 times be the talkative nigga trying to joke and shit. No, nigga, pay attention to the call.
So I'm saying, but like I said, for me, I've been that kid that been around the adults at the table. Like you can't play yet. You can sit your ass right here. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up actually seeing like my father and my uncles or whatever cussing each other out, talking, but still playing snakes. Like,
but you cussing out. That part is fine. Because now I'm paying attention because I need to be able to talk shit to you.
Yeah.
You're talking about the person.
They talking about regular life shit. And still playing snakes. And then be like, whole ass nigga, like, but you still like talking about like football today.
But see, you know, I probably understand. They probably was talking in code like a mother. That conversation was real.
So for me, I've learned that because like when I tried to learn like being in that space, niggas like, what the fuck y'all talking about? And I'm like, I'm asking about the day.
We know Clint Coley. Shout out Clint Coley. He the creator of the World Series of Spades. He called us up right now. Bacardi, I need you to grab a spades player. Who you grabbing? Who you picking out of Geekset for your partner?
Geekset? I probably pick King.
I say, please don't pick me.
Because I feel like I would just be like, well, if it get out of hand, King gonna be somebody. What's my thing is, like I said, I know how to play. So even though King gonna be like, nigga, you talking too much, you gonna realize like he know what he's talking about. So but when somebody on the other side of the table be like, bro, y'all, what the fuck is this? King gonna be like, hey, chill out, dog. We got this.
That's the thing. I don't talk. Like I'll respond, but I don't talk because that's the thing. I want to throw niggas off.
So that's what it was. So even though I'm having a full blown conversation with King, he's like, yep, what up? Like, what the fuck is y'all on? Like, we ain't on nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just talking. I'm just having small talk. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Trying to get to know my nigga Dick, man.
The nigga might get riled up. King like, I say we ain't talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we chilling.
I'll pick Diggs because I know his game. Like I said, originally, in general, I'm like, I assume that y'all are good, but I know Diggs' game, so I probably will pick Diggs.
Diggs gonna be frustrated with you.
For me?
Me and Deuces have been part of the spade against my parents many times.
Like, y'all have a code? Y'all talk to each other?
Nah, we haven't played enough to establish like cues and shit like that. We just.
And my thing is, like I said, I play with niggas where this shit is that goofy. Like I've been playing with niggas who like, you lay your hand right now, and it's like that means like you have me hurt you. Like I've been in that space.
Oh yeah, I've been in that.
Like I've been in that space with niggas like.
It's bro, because listen, and now this story is real shit. I was playing at Walmart, bro, 2003. We played.
Oh, you talked about it. What we talking about?
We ran a Boston nigga on receiving, and then we did dominoes, nigga, and we ran their ass for an hour straight. 2 hours. So an hour of spades, an hour of dominoes. And I learned facial expression, conversation, all that shit matter. Cause like my biggest thing, and this is a secret that I give because I ain't playing no more. When my hand is pretty fucking nice, I'll just kind of smirk. I'll look at motherfucker, give that. Because then they know, oh, he got some shit in his hand.
Yeah, I mean,
when my hand weak as a bitch, I'm just gonna look at you straight like, I hope you got it. I hope you got it.
I feel like the most open thing in spades that people allow in a spade, even if you lying, is, well, I hope you got this one.
Hope you got it, bro.
You might have it, though. You might be full on lying. But niggas can say that across the table and don't nobody say shit about it. You know what I'm saying?
So Dish, who you picking? If you had to pick from Geekset,
I'd probably pick you. Like just because, like you said, we've played together many a time, even without being able to talk. You could kind of you could kind of understand. Like, all right, I ain't got this hand. Deuces know that he got us.
King, who you picking?
It probably did. I feel like we do the least amount of talking.
That'd be a solid ass man.
Super solid. Because I can tell his face was expression and everything. Like, it'd be all right.
Trip, who you picking?
He didn't want anybody to pick.
He the only one picking, so you gotta pick a strong player.
Trip. But then I was like, Trip don't really sound like, or talk, he don't feel like
he don't feel confident.
Right.
So I'm like, Trip, what you got? Huh?
No, you could tell, and like even though, like I said, he be silent sometimes, but like you could tell this entire conversation talking about spades. I looked over a couple times. He is not trying to do anything to interject. You don't play spades.
So you don't play spades,
No.
Like, show what you got.
but you know how to play, right?
Yes.
Uh,
I don't play spades because not everybody plays spades the same way.
That's true.
And I hate getting into the, this is how we do it here. It's like, well, you know what?
The house rules.
House
Fuck y'all
rules.
ways.
House
Like,
rules.
When
I'm
you talking about
good.
the Joker stuff, all that.
Just in general, just how people lay that
Yeah.
shit out. It's
Yeah.
all everybody does.
Yeah.
Oh man, let me get into the rules. I feel like when you
official
go to a
Well,
house,
you supposed to
because
know.
you don't tell people how to play spades,
But
you
you-
just know how.
Yeah.
what I hate though is I
Like,
feel
you know
like
what I mean?
I feel like when you in a house, like if I'm the host of my house and we playing spades, it's my fucking house rules.
Yeah.
If you win, or even if you beat me, it's still the house rules.
Of course.
You follow those
That's the
rules.
purpose of house
You don't
rules.
get to the table like, oh, we playing my way now, nigga. We were like,
Mhm.
No,
nigga.
I remember my
It's the
parents.
house rules.
I remember back when we was still having 20 parties, my parents had them typed up. I don't know
Yeah.
what happened during the spade. I don't know what happened during the game.
You know what
I
it
was in
was?
there playing
It
the game.
So here's the thing: if in reality, if I had to pick somebody that I know, out of everybody I know, I'll pick my cousin Joe Dog. You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
Joey is one of the most. My cousin Joey is one of the most intense space player. He talks shit, but he knows how to play the game. However, that nigga definitely has rules, and that's what it was. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think Pops and them they play Joker, Deuce, Deuce, right?
Dad'll play whatever.
Right,
He'll play,
but I
he'll
think,
play
but he can play whatever.
Yeah,
But I believe that's it. And Joey is he one of them ones that is like, no, we gonna do it this way and everything. And so my pops, and again, that's Uncle Rudolph to my cousin Joey, right? And so of
remember
course
it was-
they jaw jacking to each other. My pops like he got fed up. Like no, like we house rules.
It
These
was
are the
so
rules.
funny.
Type them bitches up.
Because they was their pre-party. So I don't know what happened during the party. They disappeared. But I was in there playing the game. On the, you know, me and the cousins. My dad come busting in the room. Hey, print these damn rules again. So I put this shit back up. I'm like, what happened?
Y'all down there running legal casino.
Nah, it's just real nigga
It
shit, bro.
just be-
Just real nigga.
it-
Because here's the
it
thing,
be crazy.
my pop, and this is King would know because he's a military man as well. My pops is a military man through and through, right? Very stoic, very military man. However,
Until you playing
he's
spades.
still from the hood. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny is because it feels like there's only certain family members that can bring the hood out my dad, right? Like my cousin Joey is that cousin that comes with Hennessy and pours up for everybody. My dad don't drink Hennessy until my cousin Joey's around. Every event, family event, I look over and I just see my cousin over there in my dad cup, like, and then my dad, next thing you know, my dad doing the splits in the middle of the party. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That still take me to a place that I just never thought I would have to be in my life.
Right.
So,
So,
nigga daddy out here doing splits.
yeah, so
Not anymore,
yeah,
luckily.
not lately, but
Lately.
yeah, lately.
The last few
Not
of it.
anymore.
The last one,
it took-
the last one took.
have one left.
That's because the last time he did it, it took him longer to recover than it normally does. And you know what I'm saying?
Ain't got many left in them.
Right.
Like special occasions.
I went over their house the day after. I had already, we weren't at the event, so we got
Yeah,
texted,
we got-
hey, this is your dad right now.
Yeah.
I come over the next day, the Packer game ball. Usually he watching in the living room on the big TV and stuff. I come in, I'm like, hey, where's dad? Like, the way he's still asleep. He in there. His bed lifted up. He like this. Yeah, man, if I did a little too much.
Stop hearing.
Ain't no way ain't no picture like that in my phone.
Right. But so, like I said, I say all that to say, in that moment, the only person that get my dad there to yelling over the table over some spades is most likely my cousin Jordan.
Is it him or Aunt Michelle?
Or Aunt Michelle. Aunt Michelle, which is his sister. That's his
Older sister.
sister.
So, it turned into like.
And my Aunt Michelle, she that same one. She also that hood auntie. She out of all the aunts, aunties they evolve into different levels, right?
Yeah.
A lot of aunties they evolve into that reserved and you know what I'm saying, a little bit more, you know what I'm saying. Now Aunt Michelle's been Aunt Michelle my whole life. She's the one that I'm 12 years old. I'm in the back of the station wagon and she bumping Tupac, hit him up, rapping every word while
You
we
say
going.
aunties grow into reserve, but we ain't got no reserve aunties.
Yeah, I feel like okay, it depends. It depends on because Aunt Denise, I feel like she is unless you get into political or sports.
It could could be anything that she just needs to feel passionate enough about it. Aunt Denise will go off in a heartbeat.
Aunt Lisa kind of more reserved.
I'll give you that.
Aunt
Okay,
Lisa,
Aunt Lisa.
Aunt Deborah is reserved unless you bring her food that she don't like. Because
I never know. Like,
we got characters in our family, bro. Like my Aunt Deborah is one of the ones that you don't want to go to a restaurant with. I love my Aunt Deborah so much, but she is guaranteed to send the food back. Guaranteed. Like not like bro, if she don't give the food back, that is a shocker. Like, oh shit, she didn't send it back. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that's that family dynamic. But yeah, spades. That, like I said, most likely it was Joey. Joey and Mama should have got it in there. All right, so I want to have a hip hop conversation with y'all because this discourse has been pissing me off, and I wanna get y'all takes on it. All right. So the first time in what they say, 38 years. 39 years, whatever the case.
40 years.
40 years. Well, I think it was rounded up. I don't think it was close to 40.
Okay.
Yeah. There's no hip hop song on the top 40 chart.
Of the Billboard top
Billboard top 40s, right?
No.
In 40 years, there hasn't been a hip hop song on the
This is the first
This is the
time.
first time that there's not one.
Oh, the first time.
The first time that there's not one. So now, of course, and this is more so the stands and, of course, saying it, but it caused the conversation. So the stands like, oh, this is what y'all wanted, huh? Y'all wanted the champion K-Dot and the Clips and everything like that. But when Drake, y'all X'd out Drake and Nicki Minaj, and now look what happened to hip hop, right?
That's their argument.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So me as an artist.
That's the thing though. It's the common denominator of the last years that everybody's been on it. It's been Drake or Nicki Minaj.
Drake's definitely been on it every
I mean,
year.
at least music.
But not he's not been the sole purpose. Like
I was gonna say.
I think this last year was the first year in a long time that he's not on a song in the top 40.
Yeah.
He's always been on
he's always been on something like
top
now.
40.
As an artist, this is my take in regards to it. I was like, one, I love hip hop, like as a culture. I don't know when this happened, but I was like, when the fuck did the charts determine the culture, right? I was like, yes, it is a dope feat to be like, oh yeah, I'm running the summer, I'm on the chart. But for the love of hip hop and in general, what hip hop is as a culture, it was always something that spoke about identity. It spoke about our culture. It spoke about being black people, expressions. It spoke about the issues that's going on, and the focus was never on the chart. No, I mean, yes, there's artists who make songs specifically for the charts and make songs specifically to top the chart. But that has not ever been the essence of the core of hip hop. So to me,
core is not mainstream.
Yeah. So to me, hip hop not being on the charts is not a slight to the hip hop culture in general, because I'm like, we're still getting culturally dope, artistic things. Like I said, we got the Clips album, we got Tyler the Creator album, we got Jid album, we got what Kendrick did. We got what Chance did. Like we got so many dope hip hop albums still, and I feel like even with the conversations, like even when people debate, like when I debate artist versus artist, I don't ever bring up the sales and the charts and everything like that in it, because to me, I focus on impact. I focus on, there's a lot of, I talked about, we talked about it a couple of weeks back where I was like, one of my favorite people that was on Rockefeller was Memphis Bleak. He wasn't the top selling person in Rockefeller, but I loved the music that he gave out. There was another group that came out way before Clips, right? No, not way before, but right before Clips. And I thought that album was perfect, but Clips was just a little bit bigger. It was Philly's Most Wanted. Yeah, Philly's Most Wanted album, Get Down or Lay Down, fully Neptune's produced. Same type of vibe and everything that you would have got on that Clips album.
It was just two different.
It was
two
just
different groups of people, but Neptune literally had two groups to decide.
Yeah, and I love that album, and I still champion that album. Anytime somebody talk about a flawless album front to back, I talk about Twister, Adrenaline Rush. Right? These are albums that are not conventionally successful on the chart, but they still mean so much to hip hop as a culture. So to me, I was just like, all this conversation about hip hop not on the chart, hip hop is dead now. Y'all did this champion Kendrick Lamar and everything. I'm like, bro, this is the most bullshit conversation ever. And for me, I'm just like, am I the alien here? So I wanted to get y'all take. Like, do y'all feel hip hop is dead because we ain't on the charts? Or I guess, what do y'all take on this discourse?
So two things. First, this is one that's very cool. You want to know why they picked the top 40? Because they don't have a top 40 chart. So there's a top 100 chart. Yeah. That's the chart. You want to know why they did top 40? Because 43 is the first rap track. 3 tracks, they had to pick an arbitrary number to create a narrative.
Yeah. But they always do top 40 though.
Yeah. But even
I get what you're saying.
It's an arbitrary number to create a dumb narrative. Yeah. And then just outside of that, it's I saw somebody say it on Twitter, and I really wish I had their name, but they were essentially saying that hip hop isn't dying. It's going back to what it is. And if you don't understand that, it's because you weren't there for what it is. You weren't. You were a clout chaser. You were there because hip hop was the it thing,
The trendy thing.
But
Hip hop is cyclical.
even outside of even like back in the day, there's always been underground hip hop. It's just hip hop is going back to its roots, and you didn't really love the craft. You loved what was popular, and that's why you don't understand it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why
Like,
I said that
it's as
argument
simple as
sounds
that.
real. The argument sounds real dumb because at the end of the day, if you're gauging the success of the entire genre on the top 40, not understanding that we're going into a global market period. Like, bro, who cares what if you got Bad Bunny, K-pop in the same market with country music, hip hop, jazz, blues, all this
With
different
everybody
shit.
getting exposure now.
Everybody getting exposure, everybody having their moment going into the fall season, where literally in the US we're looking at fucking Mariah Carey as being the top, voice out here for the next 2 months. You really mad because we don't have a hip hop song in the top 40 and you're basing it off Drake and Nicki, who both they're not in jail. They have been dropping records. They have been doing their shit.
Well,
If
inherently, they're not hip hop.
they're pop artists.
Right, but so this is also something that I was like and again,
That's why niggas pick and choose when
Yeah.
hip hop and the pop are like, bro.
Well,
I swear to God, and it's so annoying because they
he
only
had a
use it to their
song. I
argument.
just talked about it with Director X on it. He had a song called Pop Star.
Right.
Literally. This was within the past 5 years
Yeah.
of him calling himself a pop star. Yeah, but here's this is where I think this is why I'm specifically addressing the stands, because like I said, I do like to believe that there's still some Drake fans out there who are able to look at things objectively and it's not just one way or other, right? All through this beef, when people were saying Drake's done, the Drake stands have been saying, oh, but he ain't done. Look at it. He's still putting out music. He's still number one on the charts. He's still number one here. He's still number one on Spotify. But then if y'all are putting so much weight on because there's no song in the top 40 as hip hop is dead, and y'all trying to blame Kendrick, but y'all just spent the past 2 years telling us that Drake was still number one. Bro, like that argument doesn't even make sense, because now if you're talking about it, then you need to blame who was the number one in that genre. And if y'all are saying that Drake was still number one in that genre, then it's not Kendrick's fault. It's really Drake's fault. But again, I don't believe it's nobody's fault, because to me, the charts don't determine if the culture is moving. The World Series just happened. The World Series just happened, and the World Series had to tap back into a hip hop beef. Now I get it. I don't care what anybody's feels about what side you are on the beef. The fact that the World Series took that opportunity to rehash and refer a hip hop beef means that the culture itself is still as relevant as possible.
So to piggyback off that, to help people understand this better. Yesterday, I was in Madison, Wisconsin. Literally the bar we was at, the sports bar, played Not Like Us directly after the Dodgers won. And this was a room full of middle-aged or older white people. We just left GID concert. So like they're hyped up, but that's, like you said, to your point, that's how connected that beef was. Like a dude was in the bar saying, bro, I bet you when the Blue Jays win, Drake gonna drop a diss.
That's what everybody did.
And I'm looking at him like, bro, it's over. Like, the beef is over. You can't be serious. He was dead ass. Like, no, bro. I promise you, because this would be the perfect opportunity, and this would be the resurgence, and, hip hop needs this. And it's so funny that we're having this conversation, because yesterday I thought this nigga was crazy. But he was dead ass. Bro. Like, hip hop needs this because Drake and Kendrick, Drake needs his get back. And we kept saying, like, bro, if he does it, it's corny.
Bro, think about it this way. Baseball, the sports that really been unanimous with hip hop has been football and basketball. Right. We have a lot of dope ass black, players in baseball, but it's just never really been associated with hip hop, right? No. MLB is considered, no matter what, baseball is America's game. That has always been the case. It's been America's game. America's game. Bro, when it was announced, they immediately started referencing Drake and Kendrick. Two people that probably have not touched a bat in baseball since they was kids.
Kendrick, he threw out the ball. He threw out the first pitch of the season.
Okay, we understand that, but I'm just saying, as far as playing,
Yeah, he already been rocking with the Dodgers.
No, I know, I know that, but what I'm saying, as far as playing, like they ain't like this. Why people been calling this round 3. They said round 1 was the beef, round 2 was court, and this is round 3. It's like, bro, this has nothing to do. Yeah, this has nothing to do with Drake and Kendrick.
Literally only because it's Toronto and LA.
Yeah. Like, it's the perfect storm.
Right,
Yeah.
but I'm saying, so to me, that is proof that, bro, the culture, fuck the numbers, the culture is still as relevant as possible. That America's game, for whatever reason, they wanted to connect with the youth. They wanted to connect with whatever reason that they chose to make that connection, and they confirmed it by soon as they won. ESPN, they played. Not ESPN, Nike did a commercial. Cut off "I Love LA," played Kendrick Lamar's on it. Like they literally in the video, you show it, it cuts off, and then they play "Squabble Up" by Kendrick Lamar.
The official poster.
The official poster is Kendrick Lamar in the GNX driving, saying they not like us with the championship trophy on there, Drake in the back.
Oh my God, bro!
The official post from ESPN.
Hey man.
So it's like, bro,
I said
there's no way that y'all can say hip hop is dead when all these entities are trying to still connect with hip hop.
That's crazy.
It's so crazy to me.
They say that, but they say that every so often. I would say like every 10, 15 years, they say hip hop is dead for this reason.
Right.
Last time they said hip hop was dead was because of autotune.
Yeah, remember Jay-Z had
Jay-Z
track and
Nas
everything.
Yeah, so it's always going to be that
But
because
it's irritating
hip hop
because, like,
evolves
you
as a
use
genre.
what you trying to say, killer hip hop. Like that's the marketing thing. Like even with Jay, like I fuck with Jay, but saying like it's in the hip hop and doing that auto and you use it like you're in that spec. Like, bro, what is?
And then speaking of Jay, another discourse that's been pissing me off.
Versus.
Yeah, and we're the only culture that does this. I realized this because I was like, you would never hear somebody who fucks with rock and roll be like, John Lennon, these new niggas that wash John Lennon. Like, bro, we so disrespectful to our legends. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, Jay-Z is Jay-Z. No matter who or what you think, Jay-Z has his Jay-Z. Like, there's artists that I believe that can give Jay-Z a good run for his money. But some of the names that they're throwing in there, I'm like, bro, y'all cannot be fucking serious.
I don't want to see it.
But here's the thing, this is how relevant.
I don't really care to see Jay-Z.
But this thing, Jay-Z said that shit during the pandemic. I don't even know.
know.
Jay-Z said that shit during the pandemic 4 years ago. I don't know why this conversation is even being rehashed. And shout out to Rob Markman. He was a conversation on Twitter Spaces with Rob Markman and Jay-Z. Two things with that. Jay-Z said, when they said, would you ever do a versus? No, I don't really think anybody can see me on the versus. One, I don't see anything wrong with Jay-Z saying that. What happens as an artist, especially in hip hop, are you not supposed to feel like you the best? Are you not supposed to feel like you're the number one? Are you not supposed to feel like anybody can see you? So that's A-okay. I didn't see no issue with him saying that. But two, bro, if it's a legend, you're supposed to match him up with legends. Don't be bringing up these random ass niggas. And I'm like, but we, like I said, you know what I'm saying? If John Lennon...
So you was mad about the Eminem thing?
No, because Eminem, I don't believe Eminem will win, but Eminem is a legend in his right. To me, that he deserves to be able to have that conversation. No, I'm open to be this here. This is me personally. I don't think that Eminem would be Jay-Z.
You think he would win, or you think he shouldn't have been?
Well,
there?
remember, Kane's not a big Jay-Z fan.
I would say, like, honestly, as a fan of both, when you think about versus overall, the one person that can like give off the same aura will be Eminem. Like he has the same amount of stage presence.
That's why I don't
So here's the thing.
You know what I mean?
So some of the
names
names they said, I agree will be a good match. Like listen, quiet as kept. I believe Drake will be a good match. I believe Wayne will be a good match. I believe Eminem will be a good match. I believe Nas will be a good match. I believe DMX will be a good match. Like there's certain people that I'm like they deserve to be in that conversation.
Sorry,
touchdown. Can't do DMX.
Wait, what you think?
You can't do DMX.
Can't do DMX.
That's bananas. You're there.
Wait. I don't get what you mean by can't.
because he's
No, I'm talking about song. I'm not talking about the actual presentation. I'm just saying song for song.
That's,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I get what that.
He
got to be there. But I'm saying song for song. If we're talking song for song, there's certain people that I do believe that I'm like it matches up and it will be good.
Yeah,
It's real, bro. They couldn't do Turk songs, bro. They couldn't do Hot Boys.
Yeah,
songs.
but like
They couldn't do Hot Boy songs with Turk and White
Yeah.
wasn't there.
Well, they did
But like
Wayne
this,
verse.
They did Wayne verse, but
Yeah.
it looked weak.
But there's certain,
Yeah,
but
look,
again, that to me that's not disrespect saying those names
No, yeah,
because
yeah.
all those people are legends in their right.
No, that's fair.
You know what I'm saying? But again, it's like it says, you know, like I said, you don't have
That'd
to.
be a weak ass versus.
So which one?
No, listen.
You know,
Wait.
Jay-Z verse
I want to know. I want to know why you think it would
I'm
be
not a
weak,
fan.
though.
I'm not a big ass fan. I'm not a
Why,
big
why would it be weak though?
because I'm not a fan. So here's the thing:
I'm not a fan.
Eminem songs didn't age well for me. To me, them songs ain't hitting for
But
me.
isn't the point? Okay, this is just me playing devil's advocate. Isn't the point that Jay-Z would carry it anyway? So what does it matter who he fight? Like who?
That's why I don't want.
No, I want a good match.
It's not about who Jay-Z faces.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Jay-Z. Like I don't want to see Jay-Z in the verses. Like I don't care about that at all. At all.
Well, I like to hear.
Now, why is
Like,
that?
I like that honesty.
And I'm a fan of Jay-Z, but it's like, bro, I
There you
don't
go.
give a fuck about you sitting here. Like, I can't even imagine Jay-Z
In that arena,
giving
in that
me-
platform, you're
like
saying.
giving me mid-talk and this is my time and I'll do it. I don't give a fuck, bro.
That's interesting because you clearly care about it for other artists. Why? What is
Yeah,
it
what is it
specifically
about Jay-Z?
Because of that. Because it's like, bro, you are. I would be like, you are too big for this. Like, I don't
This is
really
the
Okay.
discourse that I need to hear from Jay-Z.
But no, because I mean, I think it's different than what you were thinking. Because he's saying literally, this is beneath you.
Yeah.
That is not what I'm thinking.
No,
That's what I'm thinking.
That's what McCartney
It's
is
a
literally
sense of what
thinking.
I'm thinking, but it's also the same thing as I've always been preaching. Jay-Z's music is just different music.
It is, like I said.
It's not club. It's not getting ready to go out. It's not hype you up music.
But not
It's
every verse is that.
It is in a sense.
So that's
Because
okay.
the thing about verses is you're going song for song.
Wait a
For-
minute. You know
for-
what? You might be
In the
right.
same
So,
time,
and
we haven't had-
Eminem can't
What's
match
our
no goddamn
what's
artist
our
song
most
that
lyrical
Jay-Z
verses that
got.
we had? What is the most lyrical verses that we had that wasn't focused on hits?
Geekset versus the
No, but they played all their hits.
No. What you feel real? That was the most lyrical.
It wasn't most
It was
lyrical.
just because they make that type of music.
Yeah, no. So in the sense of what King is saying, I'm saying, what is our like we didn't like think about it like
Like I said.
a Common versus Talib Kweli would be a dope ass versus.
No, it
But
wouldn't.
no, hold on. Let
No.
me land. A Common versus Talib Kweli would be a dope ass versus as far as lyricism, as far as like that type of song, but you won't get like the hit. It won't be like, oh, I remember when I was in the club. It'll be more so focusing on the structure of the song, the lyrics of the song. And
not
I don't
like the
think,
bad-
and I don't think we ever had a versus like
That's
that.
not a versus.
We never had a
Because
versus.
the concept of verses. Remember, the concept of verses came out with Swiss and Bro battling.
Yeah.
So it's always about rocking the party.
Like, yeah.
It started with two DJs saying,
Yeah,
I can
true.
entertain you niggas online better by playing this. And then it turned into only artists.
And
And, then that's
that's-
what turned into
Yeah.
timeline. So
Damn, I never thought about
that's
that
why
like that.
That's why they don't talk about soulful battles.
Yeah.
They only talking about cracking like
Yeah, because
which
even with the
would rock
R&B
party.
ones, they play the R&B like the bops.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying, but that's what I was trying to say though. It's like that really because like they tried even now try to make it seem like even with P and them did like it's not about the battle. We just trying to successfully nigga, it's a battle. That's why it's called versus.
Wait.
You know what I'm saying? You're playing your best to someone's best.
Yeah.
And at your age or whatever you're gonna be, you finna sit in that motherfucker like nigga, we was all
But hold on. But to a lyricist though, because like I said, you know what I'm saying, me, I dabble in both. You know what I'm saying? I was in the clubs, but then also I really love, you know what I'm saying, like say some super lyrical stuff. Like I would love, you know, a De La Soul versus, you know what I'm
But
saying,
I
Phil
think
Mob and shit like
to
that.
what they're saying.
I know, I get what they're saying, but I'm saying, do y'all see is there a way, do y'all so
it wouldn't be versus.
Do y'all-
Versus is made for versus is made for
So what would the
shut
lyrical
down
people
the
do?
Internet shit.
so what would the
Nigga, make a
lyrics?
mixtape. That's all you can do. Make
But
a mixtape.
there's no one mixtapes. So
All you
lyrical.
can
So,
do,
so
bro.
if you
Make
focus,
us know. You
so
gotta
the, like
make
the
us a
niggas on the
radio
Lyricist
show.
Lounge couldn't do a verse. Like we couldn't. So we're Xing out Talib, we're Xing out Most, we're Xing out Common, we're Xing out.
What it
even,
is.
even if you were to do like a Jay-Z versus Nas,
No, I'm talking. Let's get away from the major people
but I'm
because
just saying, even in that space, because I would, to me, just because of the growth of them both, and because of what they stand for now, I will respect that versus. But y'all gotta put the battle songs in. Like y'all gonna have to.
But see, that's the
put that
thing.
part of
Then
history
everything
in
else
y'all.
is irrelevant because it don't matter if you show. So, if the verses is gonna go, you start off with ether. You start off with all that.
Yeah,
and
you
then
get out
you
the
get
way.
into some conscious shit. That's gonna be the dumbest verses ever because you're gonna start off hot and then get quiet and cold.
But I mean, but even Jay, like I said, where Jay's at now in his life, it wouldn't be everything from his old. Like, he gonna go into some 444 where he got a little bit more conscious.
But that's
because that would
Still,
lose. Based off of what he's saying, that would lose. What song? What's the go-to song for like? If we're going off of what King is explaining and based off of the verses in general, there was nothing on 444 that really got the club going or got people moving.
Well, then so instead
So
of
my
it
question-
being-
that wasn't that type of album though.
So,
Exactly.
So wait, you go, and I
I was
go.
gonna say, I guess in that sense, it can versus as a concept, you can do one of them, but versus as a brand because it's built, especially now, it's built around like being like almost like a concert type deal. You would have theirs would have to be more of like a sit down with it.
Yeah, because I was gonna say. So like, look at it this way. So like, well, it depends on what you into.
No. I hear what y'all trying to do. It's not a. What I'm saying is, and this is just. I'm going off of their model. They've never had a sit down. The closest sit down was Gucci Mane and Jeezy, but even that was. Like the anticipation was they had to make it relax up there because it was tension.
And Gucci's ready to take it there.
Yeah,
right.
you heard that
Right.
most recent interview?
Right. And that's why the only reason why they even tried to make that kind of grown manish, but the music was still club bangers.
But I love, like I
drug
said, I
dealers.
love Gucci. I love Gucci's like interview where he said like he's like Jeezy was better than me.
Yeah.
Like, Jeezy was the one that had the playlist like because I know what you are.
Because he said if he would have played
And
Stay Strapped, it would have been over.
He's like I know what you are, but it's like you gotta. That's why it's like. That's why I said, like, even for Jeezy, even for that, like, that versus is an important one to me when I look at verses in general because it's like, y'all knew what y'all was doing and Sway them, like, y'all knew what y'all was trying to get.
That's right.
When Jeezy played smarter, it was like, cause I'm not finna give y'all that energy.
Right.
And Gucci gonna give y'all that. He was ready to give y'all
Oh,
that.
he was ready, but he also got to do it because you got to think. At the time, Jesus was bigger than him.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, so what you want to say, Trip?
What I can think of that will probably be something what King is saying is probably the DMX Snoop Dogg. They were sitting down in the studio, going hit for hit.
But
you know
also,
what I mean?
and
then
they still got
breaking
hits.
and they were breaking it down. Oh man, I like how you formed your verse on this one, and I love what you did with the words on this one. You know what I mean? So they were breaking down the art a little bit more in that too.
So I got a question then. So when I'm thinking about taking it away from the major stars, but just like dope ass people and shit like that. Like, all right, so let's say we got like a Tribe versus the Roots. Do y'all think that there's a world where that can be a versus? Because I feel like, to me, as a hip hop head, loving Tribe and loving the Roots, I can do. I would watch that, and that's not hit base.
What you just said is what I would want, because I think the difference between verses is my hits versus your hits. But in a love of hip hop, I would love. It couldn't be called verses, but it is me. If I was the Roots, and I'm like, yo, bro, I actually want to sit down with Tribe. And I want to tell them about the songs that inspired us and we liked and what we did, and like y'all perform those, and y'all do the same back. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit about, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's
I
really,
think you could do it. The only thing,
but
more of a tribute
you
to
have
everybody.
to. So, in my opinion, I feel like most, regardless whether you was underground hip hop or you were, mid-ground, whatever you want to call it, if you weren't super commercial, you still had a hit somewhere. Whether they used it in a movie, a TV show. Something like that. I think everybody had something like that. You could do it and lead out with those and throw in some of those underground classics and have a decent battle, of decent verses.
Yeah.
But I think it's how you market it. Because that's going to be the problem. Like, it's just like if we said, a Wu-Tang versus Locks, right? Niggas know these people because they both have commercial hits, or they have something where it's like, we can push on that, we can pull on that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you have to fill it in.
You make a good
with
point.
Some filler that won't push people away.
You know why you make a good point? So in that sense, if we just do Wu-Tang versus the Locks in the platform that it is right now, the Locks is going to watch Wu-Tang because they have way more hits than Wu-Tang. However, if we position it more like what Bacardi was talking about, then you get into those nuances because Wu-Tang got a lot of cultural things that is not hits. But like if you was tapped into hip hop and you listen to Wu-Tang, like you definitely, because like Locks have way more hits than Wu-Tang.
But I argue that it's not your hit.
No, I'm talking about mainstream. I'm talking about on the radio
I'm
hits
saying
that
think
people
about
will be
Wu-Tang.
like, I remember this.
Wu-Tang has
They have
wider base.
They have Wu-Tang
Then
has
the
two
Locks
songs.
do. Yeah,
Wu-Tang
they do.
has two songs that is cultural, that is out of the ether juggernaut. You know what I'm saying? That is Cream, and then that is
Oh no, see you tripping. Cause there's a lot more.
There's
a lot more
in
Wu-Tang.
that versus talking about in that versus platform, like how when verse like if in versus if we gonna make it plays, the arena's gonna erupt. If Cream plays, the arena is going to erupt. You know, things like that. Now, if you get into ODB solos, that's why ODB was that's why that's Wu-Tang. That's what I'm saying. That's why ODB was such a star in Wu-Tang, because he broke the mold of Wu-Tang. He was doing the stuff that we were seeing the Lox and Jadakiss and everything was doing. But again, it's still, he had a good 5-6, where Wu-Tang where the Lox has enough of those to fit a full 20.
How popular do you think the Lox are in Japan?
Oh no, Wu-Tang is clearly in Japan. But who do you think?
How popular do you think Wu-Tang, the Lox is in China?
No, Wu-Tang is clearing them.
What I'm saying,
I'm not disagreeing with you on that.
If we did a versus, remember versus is global.
But who's the most
viewing and that chat or that ticket sale, them niggas gonna be there for Wu-Tang. I'm gonna be real with you. Only reason I'm saying is because outside, like your argument, I feel is coming from black culture.
Yeah.
I'm saying global, and that's the argument.
No, Wu-Tang. So I'm not disagreeing with you. Wu-Tang is more global. I'm not disagreeing.
What I'm saying is, my main point at the beginning of all this was the problem is people keep thinking secular instead of like, yo, this is a global market, bro. Everybody can pitch in now to root for these artists, especially when you put it on YouTube, Twitch, and all that shit. Mm-hmm. So we can no longer say the culture. That don't mean shit, because it's niggas in Japan out here doing shit that they saw niggas in Memphis doing.
And also I want to say this too,
which I love that, by the way,
right,
bro.
I
love those videos so much. That Memphis juking, the motherfuckers, the Asian people, they be going crazy with the Memphis juking
jokers that big out to Japan, or they actually come here to collab, and that's why I'm saying we, as a whole, our culture has to get away from talking like it's only black. Because
but again, the only reason why I said based off of what you're saying, if we're talking hits as big as that, even with their fan base then and being as global as they was, that doesn't turn those B-side songs into hits. Those are still considered B-side songs.
I mean,
because
to who?
To the charts. The charts is what considers a hit.
But we supposed to be like, you just the one that's been we've been in this hip hop thing because charts shouldn't be important.
No, it's not. So I agree. So so that's why I'm saying I wanted to expand verses. If we expand verses to not just focusing on what's considered a hit, then I agree with you.
No,
but in the traditional sense of verses, what you guys just told me is the hits. It's the what people. That got to me moving.
But no, the hit you got to remember too. Hits is relative, because we're not talking about like everybody didn't make the charts.
That's true.
Gucci didn't make the charts.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody don't make the club play because if your music ain't that shit, but everybody knows the bangers. Everybody knows that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck? What was the one the prehistoric theme song Wu-Tang had? Is it Battle?
I know you're talking about with everybody in there. The bed,
right, with everybody's in
there. Gravel pit.
Yeah. Nigga, you know how many people have brought that song up to me in the last 10 years where they like, that's one of my favorite Wu-Tang.
That's one of my favorites too.
See what I'm saying? But in my mind, that was like one of the most overlooked periods of their career. Girl, I was like,
I had that album. I bumped the shit on that album.
I thought it was one of those like, bro, they made a video for this, everything, and I'm like, that's fucked up that song flopped. But look how long it took, 20 years for me to be like, oh, it didn't. People caught it.
Yeah,
can't say because the numbers and all that shit at the time don't hit. That shit is it wasn't a hit. It could be a hit, bro. It could be a jock jam. And that's a hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's how we got to look at it. Like a nigga can really a Wu-Tang can come out, bro, with 20 fucking hits depending on the avenue in which they were used.
But again, that goes back to what you guys said. It's really based on marketing, because if we do it based off of how Versus is just set up now, the Lox is going to win. That was my main point. If we base it off of how Versus is right now, and we just say Wu-Tang and the Lox is going to clear. But again, based off of marketing, if we position it the regular way,
go by you in your space of reality of like
the fan base of Wu-Tang people. Because if I grew up around a whole bunch of niggas who love Wu-Tang, we all gonna believe that Wu-Tang gonna win.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's where I guess I was getting confused when you guys keep talking about who's gonna win or whatnot. Because it's versus don't and maybe I just never see it. They don't come out with this is who the versus committee said.
No Limit pretty much No Limit has been universally cleared.
I saw that vote on
No Limit universally cleared right now.
But that is that's versus discourse. Like that. Do you care about the discourse after the fact? Like if I'm talking about it, why if I'm person who's putting on the verses, why do I care about the discourse after the fact?
Not this.
Y'all won.
Not versus. Versus care because they want people to continue to talk about it. But as the culture, which what makes it evident, I think this is where you get the confirmation that people who care because every podcast since then has had a moment of talking about the No Limit versus Cash Money, and everybody has said who won, and everybody has had a moment of saying.
But we do it with every verse.
That's what I'm saying. So I get what you're saying as far as the business wise. They just want people to talk about it, and it's just like battle rap. There's never going to be a clear winner. No, but that's why the URL TV don't have an official winner, but you know who won based off of the chatter.
I was gonna say it's the fan.
Yeah,
which is
at the moment.
And I mean, and my
vote,
thing is like, my thing is like what I try like even in the space of like when it comes to verses in the space, the true simplicity and bottom line of verses is like what Timbaland and Swiss are trying to do is give niggas back spins. Give niggas back spins.
And which they're doing. Which they're doing successfully as hell.
So my thing is like
as much as trash as Timbaland is right now, that's what's doing good.
This like, who won and who whatever, but it's like, nigga, we give you an opportunity to bring back songs that you ain't played.
Or niggas ain't never heard.
It's definitely it's gonna be new genre that they ain't heard.
Even in the space of like the Wu-Tang or the Locks thing, it's like, yes. I personally, because I agree. Wu-Tang they're international in their own space already.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying Locks ain't been in Japan.
Yeah.
They probably have in their own time. You know what I'm saying?
They're more bigger in the UK. They're definitely more bigger in the UK.
Wu-Tang's whole persona kind of touches on Japan and Chinese. You know what I'm saying? So they've been knowing about them niggas way back.
Before,
you know what I'm saying?
And I think my thing is, because like I just kind of saw this happen yesterday at the concert. Young Nudie was one of the openers, right? Mm-hmm. I know Young Nudie because he had, that Peaches and Eggplant song. And it was a popping little TikTok song or whatever, right? But the people didn't know, you know what I'm saying? And it was wild because actually it happened with JID too. Like the fact that we were in this era of TikTok music and like all of that stuff is so like it makes an artist. It can make a star.
Bro.
These dudes that are like they use that to their advantage. And the crowd didn't even know who the fuck they were.
You want to know
until they put the song on and you saw like shock in motherfuckers' faces. Like all night they just been bouncing. And as soon as they heard Peaches and Eggplant, they like, And he even said it like, if you didn't know, and he like, you didn't know me, now you know.
You want to know what's funny about that? And this is kind of this is probably going to be the one time that I feel definitely like a purist and stuff like that. The reason why I don't like the TikTok era right now, where I love that they're making so many stars, people generally only know the first 60 seconds of a song. Yeah. I've seen it literally in concert. Yeah. I've seen it literally where people know the TikTok sound. Yeah. Get to that second verse, they don't know shit. Yeah. And I'm just like, bro, what happened to the game I love?
Oh, yeah.
Because how is it different than the ringtone era, though?
I hated the ringtone era too.
I was asking.
No.
It started somewhere.
It started somewhere. But it's just like I'm just like, damn, bro, that's so unfortunate. And you know, it's just funny because, like I said, that used to be a joke in the hip hop community because DJs used to do that in mix shows. They'll play the first verse, the hook, and then mix it to another. And they're like, bro, why you keep on leaving out the second song? We want to hear the whole song. And then that became the thing. Whereas like like that's what like low key artists like Big X the Plug figured it out. Big X the Plug will give you a hook, a verse, and then a hook, and then head out. Next song. And it's because it's just like, bro, you gotta be so boom, like real quick. And it's just like, for me as a lover of music, a lover of hip hop, I'm just like, damn, bro. Like, because you know what? I'm the person, I ain't never been one of them people that was like, a 6-minute song? Oh my God. Like, I'm like, bro, I want to see what this motherfucker about to talk about for 6 minutes, bro.
About 4 minutes, I feel numb. I'm like,
it depends on what the topic is. If it's a 6-minute club banger, I probably don't need to hear a 6-minute club banger. But if it's, bro, when I was so heavy on Joe Budden, I used to love Joe Budden's longer songs because I know that it's going to be a story, it's going to be intricate, it's going to be him going in depth. Like, to me, I I used to love I love the art. Yeah, I love the art of making songs so much that I want to see somebody like I love
It depends on the artist.
when Kanye gave perfect
depends on the
example.
artist.
Slow jams on the radio on the album is significantly better. The song Slow Jams on the album.
Let's get in there and all that.
It's a skit in there. It's a little bit longer. It's more creative. Like I like the album version of shit so better than the radio version.
Bro, listen. When I was working at the bar, I actually had a dude who do music, and he broke it down to me. He said, "Man, listen, anybody these days can rap because people don't want to pay attention to a full song."
Yeah.
And he was like, "If you give me 16 bars, he was like, I'll give you a hook. I'll write you a hook." He said, "You throw that on the front and back, you got a song." And I was tripping because at this time I'm not into music. I probably did production a couple times, but I had never legitimately wrote lyrics with a purpose for people to hear them, other than like some homies or something like that.
Yeah.
Bro, that nigga really changed my life because I started to dig into it, and it is very simple. Because the most attention you gonna get, bro, is off that formula.
Yeah, and I hate it
But
so
I mean,
much.
that's really what it is. Like it's like jingle era.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh,
it's just,
man.
Right?
It's not-
It
but
is.
It hurts
like
my heart,
It's
though.
like the intro to
It hurts my heart,
But
though.
it's us, but it's us as a people though, where it's like we just want simpler and simpler and simpler shit.
But you know why,
Like,
though?
it's no
It
different.
just
Like
evolved
when
over
people talk about
time.
movies and shit like that, like
yeah.
people try to say like now, like you have to accept that, even understanding that as much as we love movies, there are people in the world who saying like, nigga, short content is really what's the hit now.
Right.
Bro, I literally just saw an
But
article
you know
that
why,
said
too,
that.
though? I believe it comes by we were overdone. Like we had so much from movie wise to the short content. People have taken CGI, they've taken AI, they've taken all this shit to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
And we're so desensitized to it that now we want somebody just to come with basic with a story.
With the simplest,
With just the simplest
Yeah.
looks.
What was
and
you about to
all
say,
that, and
Trip?
we'll look into it. We'll fuck with it.
It's evolved over time, right? Because when hip hop first started, you had one radio station that would give you hip hop. You know what I mean? So no matter how long the song is, it's getting played all the way through because you got one chance to make it known. So as you got more and more radio stations playing more and more hip hop songs, don't get as much spin.
Yeah.
I'm only gonna give you 2.5 minutes of this because I got another song I need to play to stay ahead of this station. You know what I mean?
Or now you're getting the mix.
Yeah.
Now you-
And the mix
yeah.
is
Yeah.
you a snippet.
And you know what's
It'd
crazy?
be so easy to go in there and give you 3 hooks, 3 and 3/16. Now you're not getting 3/16. You might
Yeah.
get 2/12s.
Or
Yeah.
they cut your beat off.
Right. And
They
you know
play it
what's
over one song. One
Yeah,
track.
and you know what's crazy? Because I literally coming here to the studio today, I just saw the article that hit my email. I didn't read it yet, but the subject did say they said shorts are paying out more than long form content. Is long form content dead? And I'm just like,
Yeah, I mean,
damn, bro.
There's
Like,
always something dying because it's just like I said in general. It's like we simply want the most simplistic, like you.
I realize I'm the
like,
outlier
like,
then because I
but
don't.
but
I don't
said-
want short, simple
But
shit.
we live in a life where I say like, bro, the gluttonous nature of human society is the fact that we should not have all of this info. Like we should not.
We got too much.
That's
shit.
not part of
I'm
gluttony.
gonna be honest. I don't think it's that. It's a very crazy cycle. What it is everybody just sort of wants the thing that everybody like. Everybody wants to fit in, right? So then you tell them, okay, this is what everybody's liking. So before it was, it's always the quickest thing to make you the quickest buck. So it's this everybody likes this thing that is, only one verse, one hook. Everybody only likes that. So now I done told enough people that I just gotta tell the right people that. I don't gotta tell a lot of people.
Right.
I need to tell somebody who everybody gonna believe in. And now, everybody like that, so that's where the money is. So now the people who want, we just saw it with Designer. Look, Designer just put out. Designer just put out a freestyle.
Me too.
That's
Hey,
a
Designer
perfect
shit. Did you
example
see
of it.
that?
I heard he got an album.
No, he
So
changed his
he
whole
just put out-
style.
he just
He
put out a
boom bap
freestyle.
as a bitch now,
And
bro.
and
Like,
But they not mumbling at
Not all
Oh,
clear
you
as a
gotta
bitch.
listen
On
to
some
it.
philosophy, Mossity,
always-
documentaries,
But he could
atrocities. Like,
Because he's a New York nigga, so
He said that specifically. I could always rap, but this is just what's
That's
making
what,
money.
and that's my point exactly. What it is everybody sees the money in it and they go, well, what's the quickest route to the money? Oh, they telling me that this is what everybody like, so this is what I'm gonna make. So now the niggas who's watching it again, clearly this must be what everybody like because this is all that's being made. Boom. Now the cycle done started all over again, and I know I got a tenfold hat on about it, but it's realistically like it's a vicious cycle of Niggas is telling people what to like, so they only making what they think niggas like. And again, that's all you seeing is what niggas.
But it's not even niggas do it because like the niggas like most of these niggas sign the labels. Like we're talking about just music in general, shit like that. They sign the labels who are promoting that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know you want to get another ring in the circle.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
of
yeah, yeah.
course.
But it's no different than us diversifying. They're not still. They're probably still making long form, but they're still going to make.
Oh no,
short
there
form
are artists
to
in.
match.
So-
It's
And
no different.
that's
So-
a new thing now. Like now you giving somebody an album, you giving your label the album.
Yeah.
Like, all right, we need track 2, 4, and 5.
But that's always been
But
that.
so here's the thing.
It's always been that. Because think about it. Even when you go back and look at a lot of people's records. They always said it. We front load our club shit or the radio shit that we know got good reception. That shit in the middle is what how a nigga really.
So
feels.
here's why I think it's changing, and I agree with you because there used to be artists that you like. All right, you know for a fact that there's going to be 3 songs that are out of the mold.
Yep.
It's going to be club songs, radio songs. It's going to be a song. It's going to be a club song. It's going to be a song with an R&B singer. It's going to be another song that's kind of universal.
Yep.
But the bulk of the album, you're going to get the meat and potatoes and everything. But now we're getting more, which goes back to what we originally talked about, is that the art of hip hop, it was not based on the charts, but the charts, like what you said, is only playing what they said. This is what we say people are like. We want this short
Yeah,
song,
we want the quick
something
money,
like
this
that,
is what you
and
gotta
people
do.
started making that. And then when people like this year, and I think this goes why I'm so passionate about hip hop's not dead. In a this year, in a very, very long time, hip hop has been so fucking dope. Like I said, all those albums that we talked about, Clips, Tyler the Creator, Chance the Rapper, you know what I'm saying, Mobb Deep, you know what I'm saying? We got so much dope hip hop albums, and they was not focused on that quick sound, that TV sound, right? And good, like I said, to what Did said, Designer probably seen that like, oh wait, niggas want to rap now? Niggas is real liking that. Let me go back to that now. People are putting more thought into their albums now as hip hop, and that's not the charts, and that's why we're not on the chart. But that does not mean the culture's dead.
No, but that goes along with what Bacardi said. We all shouldn't be talking to each other. The reality of internet and social media, like back in the day, before social media, before all of this became so widespread, like-minded individuals created these communications, right? Or people who really had I talked to a radio person. Radio person told me the truth. I asked him straight up, why do y'all play the same shit every day? He said, because these are the people who participate in voting for it are the people that we listen to. So I'm not going online to vote for this shit on, whatever radio station, or I'm not calling in. High schoolers are, middle schoolers are.
Yeah.
That is the reason why the charts don't matter, because the charts are, and what he also kept real was, they don't even do it on a everyday basis.
Yeah.
So because me, you, and us don't call in and participate and ask for a Lot song or the new Kendrick song or whoever song, it just never changes. It never gets put up there.
But we also never complained that they wasn't on the charts. That's why I was upset. I'm like, when did that become the focus? That was we never complained about them being on the charts.
Point, I think then that is also where social media really probably took that, because before, when you think about the 90s, 2000s, early 2000s and all that, because we weren't as social media heavy as we are now, every region had a culture. Yeah. Whereas, black culture now is like just black culture. Yeah. Whereas black culture in the 90s and early 2000s, it was black New York culture, black East Coast culture, if you wanted to go that, black Southern culture. It was, and a lot of it is still there, but because everything's on the internet, everybody's putting stuff. I can hear a nigga from New York talk damn near in real time. Mm-hmm. So you immediately trying to pick up his mannerisms, where it's like 10, 15, 20 years ago, you might have known somebody from Chicago because it's easy to get down there. So it's like every region had its own dialect almost.
True. But to that point too, also, because like I said, I've had these conversations with people. But the conversation was different. I think that to me, that's the big issue, right? Because I remember talking to a New York nigga, and he telling me, bro, this nigga Jay-Z, man, he one of the coldest niggas ever. And I'm like, bro, Twista? But that nigga Twista. And you know what I'm saying? And we talking about albums, we talking about themes, we talking about lyrics. Not once in that conversation did we was like, but no, Twista sold this and Jay-Z sold that. It was just focused on that. When niggas was arguing, Outkast is the greatest hip-hop group ever, niggas like, nah, Bone Thugs and Harmony is because of X, Y, and Z. It was never numbers. But it was never charts. It was songs and
that's what I'm saying. That's what I say about we get too much information.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about charts as a kid. Like you didn't know what you like.
But
Yeah.
that's what I was talking about.
Like, now you're seeing Billboard ads and
Yeah.
all these.
But I think that's where it goes back to.
Like,
That's what I was saying. It goes back to the region thing because you're not caring when you're looking at it and then across the entire country. You like, okay, how do I figure out a way to say that they clearly is killing it in every one of these things? Whereas before, when you weren't talking to somebody, you seeing this internet or the national view, you thinking like everybody on my block or everybody in the schools that I'm around, the places that I go to in this area, which is in your region, we all talking about this thing. This is all I got to hype up. And you coming from a separate region. I understand you're not gonna have the same viewpoint as I am.
Yeah.
Whereas
But I mean,
because the internet has just turned black culture to black culture, they assume that every black person
Is the
and no
same.
matter where they are, like a nigga who grew up here didn't have the same experience as the nigga that grew up in LA.
right.
And so the way that we interact with the art that is music is gonna be different. And before we realized that, because we knew that okay, I can tell from the way you talk that your region is different.
Yeah.
Nowadays, they like, nigga, I done seen a nigga saying all that shit online, so clearly we all say it. And it's no offense.
Like, even in the, like I said, when it comes to when you just media in general, like when you think about like the Source, WSL magazine, you got about 20, 30 artists that you and out that whole magazine that you about to learn about.
Yeah.
Before the internet.
Yeah.
That's all you. It might be a small snippet. It might be a little article. It might
Shit,
be
we was in the
ad.
source. We was in the source, bro. Our article was this tall, this thin.
30 niggas.
But we was in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Somebody saw it was like, oh shit, I know who she said
The
this
internet
is.
now.
Yeah.
You can just search rap artists.
Yeah.
Right. And you're gonna get like a plethora of like from all over the world.
But
so like even when you think about like the communications you had as a kid and was like, bro, I fuck with Jay-Z, whatever, but this nigga reading the same book as you be like, I actually like Snoop and all that. Like they in the highlight. You know what I'm saying? Like but all your information you got
was from
what's
Mac.
in the book.
But again, to that point, it still wasn't numbers. It was okay. He got a hip hop quotable. He got 4 mics in the source, right? It was still based off of the content, based off of that. To me, it's the numbers that's pissing me off, or the charts. It's like, when did the chart position become the debating point? That was not. We used to debate the lyrics. We used to debate the metaphors and similes.
Well,
we used to debate.
rapper started that already. Between him and Wayne and all
Yeah, I
that.
was gonna say
Jay-Z started it, but
And I hate that aspect of it.
No, I think it might have been Bad Boy. I think it might have been Bad Boy.
It might have been Bad Boy. It might have been Bad Boy.
Boy.
It might have been Bad Boy.
Because when you start thinking about, you start hearing rappers start referencing, I got X, Y, and Z. I feel like that started with Bad
Like
Boy.
on the Billboard?
Yeah,
It might have been Bad Boy. Jay-Z definitely jumped in. He definitely jumped in and competed. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z, I give Jay-Z the credit for the elitism of like in general. He was like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Hip hop used to be raw and rugged. Used to be in there. You could be in there with a fucking pit bull dog chain and you still rugged. You know what I'm saying? That's why DMX is beloved. Jay-Z was the one that was like, well, y'all niggas got gold, nigga. We got platinum. Oh, y'all niggas drinking regular vodka? Nigga, we got Cristal. Like, Jay-Z made an elitism in there for sure. But Bad Boy was definitely very braggadocious about being number one on the chart.
Yeah,
Remember, when his whole remix is ideal. Diddy's remix idea and everything was more so like, we can top the charts by giving them something familiar, but also making it hip-hop. That was Diddy's shit.
So what y'all saying is low-key Jay-Z ruined hip-hop.
Jay-Z made it hard in hip-hop. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna say ruined it, but Jay-Z... Jay-Z still my
I
goat.
just love to hear niggas talk about Jay-Z.
So here's the thing.
And as they start talking about Jay-Z, all the ooze come
No.
out.
So here's the thing. I've always been very honest about Hov. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Hov is still my goat. But there was a lot of shit that he tried to push that was bullshit. When he was like the button up, that he had niggas in there looking like they coming fresh off of a call center job. That was some bullshit. Having us in the club in the motherfucking sweater vest and shit like that. The death of Auto-Tune was really some bullshit. And I drank the Kool-Aid. And when I look back at it, I'm like, bro, there was a lot of songs that I fuck with Auto-Tune, right? So like, I call Jay-Z out on this bullshit, you know what I'm saying? But I still recognize him as my GOAT, you know what I'm saying?
Man, you know, I just like this makes it warms my heart.
I feel like you've been dealing with more with Jay-Z stands than actual fans.
Of course. And but it's still different than the Drake stand. their stance will never soften.
Yeah, stands
it
I
will
can't
always
stand.
become more and more delusional.
Like a
the
stand,
more shit come
to
out.
me, anybody who thinks Drake is like a hip hop artist is a stand. Like, bro, he's a pop artist. He's a multi-talented musician,
entertainer.
Like, you know, he's an entertainer.
He ain't no different than Miley Cyrus.
And the funniest thing is, and this is why it's so crazy to me, I'm like, when Drake leans into being this pop star, entertainer, whatever, I like him the most. When he did the video with Chris Brown and everything, and they had that little segment, bro, I thought that was the funniest shit ever. I was like, bro, I like when they lean into that.
But then we can't continue, and which is
I know
that's what seems so natural. It seems like you should like him because he can be goofy in those moments.
When he hosted Saturday Night Live, I literally hit the group chat and I was like, bro, this nigga Drake about to get into his own bag. I was like, Drake is probably one of the only artists right at that time. I was like, he's probably one of the only artists that I know that he can have a legit entertainment. Like he can do movies. He about to go crazy.
He started
I know that, right?
But
But he was so far from it. And then when he didn't follow up and continue, I was like, what the fuck is this nigga doing, bro? Like, bro.
They wasn't even Lil Wayne when he said, like, bro, I just really want this nigga to be like you a woman rap, like just do it's not about and I think people thought I kind of what Lil Wayne probably said, like, don't just rap about the women, but it's like, bro, you already have a persona that's pop commercial is perfect. Like we don't need you being no nigga in black talking about you want to rob a kid.
Yeah, let me do that.
Like, we don't need that. Like you are the commercial success of Cash Money.
And
like,
and for whatever reason, he fighting the hard fight against that motherfucker.
You gotta do it with the world.
You gotta do it.
But the niggas gonna be like, bro, you ain't real.
Yeah,
but here's why I don't think people would have.
I remember.
It's
hold on, because I'm saying I remember exactly when Drake first came out, because it was like all the niggas at school. I fucked with like from his tracks and stuff, so I didn't know I was fucking with it. And I remember this nigga. I went to school. His name was Blair. And the minute, his name was Blair.
Underwood.
I know. But I remember we was talking about it in graphic design, and it was me, got Richard and stuff, and we was talking like, hey, Drake should be hit. He was like, man, that's for the bitches. Because I listen to real nigga shit, and I'm like, Drake saw enough niggas saying stuff like that.
Well, no, so I agree. So I agree with you on that. But what I'm saying is,
and in the industry,
yeah,
like,
but see, I felt like there was more people that was more accepting of Drake.
I don't know.
Because
where are these niggas?
Through the conversations that I had with people.
No, Nick.
That's what I'm saying. So let me get my point out regard, because I've had a lot of conversation with people, especially what I'm saying in general. People has always viewed Drake as another extension, kind of like a Childish Gambino, Donald Glover. Right, and so when
he went through it too, though.
Yeah, I know he did. Yeah. But again, Donald Glover still walked in it, and now people just look at Donald Glover as who he is. Right? I feel like Drake.
He retired, but he retired. No, everything because of the hate.
And then
I feel like no. I get like so exactly. Bro, so that's the trajectory that me and a lot of people thought that Drake was. We was like, bro, Drake has already accomplished all he can with hip hop. There's no more that he needs to do. And that Saturday Night Live one. Literally, bro, I had multiple conversations with him. When he hosted Saturday Night Live, everybody that I talked to, all sentiments thought like, oh, he about to get into his Donald Glover shit. He about to start doing movies, shows, and shit like that. And yes, he's gonna have a period where people gonna be like, oh, you know what I'm saying, you fake. But people was like, eventually he's gonna come out at the end, and people just gonna look at him as the entertainer that he is. That's what we thought he was going.
Honestly, to look at it, I'm gonna be fair, and it's not being a Drake hater. I think Drake can be funny at times, but you have to want to be funny, right? Mm-hmm. Like a Marlon Wayans, or Kevin Hart, they want to be funny in the room, and I don't think Drake always wants to.
No, he don't. He clearly don't,
and I don't think he can lean into any other type of acting because that's not his brand.
It's not. So what Drake wants to do, he wants to be a mob nigga.
Rapping, no, that's the thing. The rapping is the easiest thing to go to.
Yeah.
So. And the mob figure mentality comes with the rap.
No, I agree with you.
You know what I mean? So that's why I only think he's staying where he at. But I also feel like that's what contributes to his downfall.
Yes.
Is that you're so one-dimensional and so predictable that, like yesterday, when they was talking about the diss, right? They felt it. Like, nigga, I wouldn't be surprised. I woke up this morning expecting one. Because I'm like, bro, that's just the type of behavior that he has where if you were a cooler mind, bro, Drake would be still top.
So I'm not disagreeing with you because I agree with you 100%. What I'm saying is we thought we thought he was turning the leaf at that point, and he didn't. He just went with, like you said. I feel like he don't want to.
I think he never gave us a inkling that was his aspiration.
But I mean, that's what I think that's what people don't realize is, like, I feel like I said, when we talk about like Drake being the machine, same as I say about Jay. Like I like Jay, I like Drake, but they are both, to me, both examples of the machine behind you, and you have to work with niggas. Like a lot of niggas who hated Jay, is because the label was like, you gotta work with Jay.
Bro, that's the documentary I've been trying to find, bro. They literally explain this. The whole concept of the Drake and Jay-Z machine was that they were okay with whatever needed to happen on the label side. So if you saying, look, we need you to rap this, we need you to sing this, we need you to perform here, they okay with all that shit. But their trajectory was on their own accord. They wanted to be business minded. So whatever it took, I'm gonna get there. But I'll do this with the understanding that when I'm done, I got parts. And that's what happened. So I think that's the same thing with Drake, with his, OVO and all that. I will do whatever y'all need me to do. But my end game is that I want to do this.
I'm going to be the niggas actually like putting niggas, like, I'm going to be Jay.
Right. He don't want to be an actor. He
clearly don't. He clearly don't.
And that's why I think we notice all his compulsiveness, the gambling, the woo this, the woo that, all that shit goes with that mindset of, I'm the boss, bro. I'm the king, so I do what the fuck I want. You know what I mean? And that's why I think his downfall in rap is that because you can't focus your true talents, my nigga. Like, you are an actor / entertainer. Just make a fucking banger. Just make a banger. You don't got to be about nobody. It ain't got to be about a woman. It could just be a banger,
he wants to be this mob top, number one, on the top, nobody bigger than me. Like,
but you've been raised, like, and as I said, behind on the machine. Like, I'm not saying that Jay-Z wasn't big in every collab or whatever he did, but a lot of that shit was aligned by the label. Like, we need you to do this shit together. You know what I'm saying? We think from our outside, like, Jay-Z put in the ultimate fucking nigga. The book, like, no, it's A&R's who setting this up as a,
they give you the persona.
As a song. Like,
they tell you what
same
to do.
as Drake. So it's like, if even the younger artists are like all these niggas who are hood niggas, and like, nigga, I grew up watching this nigga on fucking, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now he finna do my hook.
Yeah.
Like, he finna sing, but like, he gotta get the first verse. Like, y'all cutting my verse to put Drake up. Who the fuck is dog?
Right.
Like,
and that's happened how many times?
It's the label, but like, but you are made, like, the machine made you that.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, bro, I don't gotta do much. They gonna tell me I'm gonna get your song anyway.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like your shit. I'm gonna tell you I like your shit. Yeah. And I guarantee it'll be a remix. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so it's gonna be a remix with a nigga hotter than both of them.
So I mean, I get when people like it's not about us. When you hear about the actual industry, people like secretly now like, oh, I hate Drake. And I understand the work. Like, bro, you probably did have to do a lot of shit where you like, well, I don't really need Drake on the song.
Yeah.
But look at the outcome. This ain't no different than what if Eazy-E's deal would have went the way it was supposed to. Eazy-E would be Jay-Z. Because you would have had your writer, you would have had your muscle, you'd have had your homeboy in your group that you can utilize. Yeah. Jay-Z had Memphis Bleak as his homeboy. He had Freeway as his writer. And you had
Young Chris was doing something.
You had so many other guys that could be your muscle.
Yeah.
And look where they are now compared to you. That's what y'all need to be looking at. Jay-Z is the nigga right now with a head full of hair, healthy as a horse, beautiful wife on tour, doing business. Fuck the music. He could give a fuck about the music. Where's everybody else at? Niggas is trying to make a fake voice so they can go perform to get some money because that's the thing. The draw is, hey, bro, I took from y'all. I appreciated y'all. But when Bean say, man, I feel like I was deserving more. Yeah, but when Memphis tried to tell you, when Dame tried to tell, when Cameron got to the label and told you niggas to y'all face, bro, your man's fucking y'all. Y'all talk. I remember back in them days because I was a Cameron fan like that. I like that because I like niggas with business sense. That nigga went in there and read the contracts and told these niggas the numbers. This nigga just Eazy-E'd y'all and y'all so fucking stupid because he gave you a couple million. What you gonna do when you sick, nigga? What you gonna do when you old? What you gonna do when you gotta go do that jail time and get out and now you looking crazy? Yeah. And that's the reality of why I don't fuck with Jay-Z. Not because the music ain't dope. The music could be dope, bro, but it ain't yours. It don't even fit you all the time. I still disagree
with you on that.
No, it's just saying, if we all know you were able to take songs from niggas that was just on the label from both sides, Rockefeller and Def Jam. I really like that, bro. Give me that. That's bogus.
Or not even that.
That's
Like,
bogus.
Not even Jay-Z doing it. Like I said, it's
the label.
It's you. Like I say, it's you bring your song to the A&R. Like, I think this song, whatever. And like, Jay-Z look better on this.
Right.
No, that's not. But that's not happening. That didn't happen with Jay.
No, it is.
No,
That's how it
no,
works. That's
bro.
how it works.
As a Rockefeller historian, I'll let you know what happens is that at Baseline Studios, there was 3 producers that was always at Baseline Studios. It was Kanye, it was Just Blaze, and then it was not the 3 producers, but and Guru. Guru.
Y'all going
and Guru, right? And at Baseline Studios, what ends up happening is that the niggas was constantly working. Jay would come into that studio and say, "I'm on that record," and just drop his verse. At that point, Jay-Z was so big that it was like, "Listen here, you can either put this song out with Jay, or the song doesn't come out." Right? So it's not him. He never took a song from anybody. It's just either I'm on the song or the song is not out.
Bro.
Same thing. Hold
Bro.
up. But again, the A&Rs never really brought now producers brought songs to home. Like I said, we saw that in Fade to Black, where Pharrell will have a song. Like, this is the concept of the song, and Jay-Z will put his verse to that, or Kanye will bring a concept of the song. That is not. So there was never an A&R, because the only A&R that had access to Hov throughout his whole career has been Lenny S. And Lenny S is not a person on a creative standpoint. He's more a person that brings the creative around, not the song wise, but he will bring people around Jay that helps fuel them. So like we say, when people say Young Chris, and Young Chris even came out and said, he said, "I never wrote for Hov. However, there was times where Hov would ask me about my style, ask me about the things that I do, and then me and him would kind of go over things like that." So like I said, Hov have never had anybody wrote for him. Hov has not had anybody ever give him a song. He had producers present ideas, then the hooks. But again, but it's not. That's not the lyrics. Nobody's ever wrote for Hov lyrics.
You know what's crazy? I hear all that, but in reality, if the way that they describe it, that I've heard it, there's no way he would even know it was given to him. Because it's what you just said. If the producer's saying, "Yo, I got this song, I really want you for," and it's already written, you just got to recite it.
He's not reciting it.
He's not reciting
That's what happened, though. I'm telling you.
Bro, which song?
I'm telling
which
you
song?
that this has already been known in New York spaces.
By who?
This is how, bro. When I find this
definitely
video, I will make sure I send
multiple
it to you
producers
first.
that don't work with Hov, multiple artists they all have declined.
But why would you listen to niggas that's involved with the play? The whole label is involved with the play.
So random nigga from the bodega I'm gonna listen to versus the nigga that was actually here.
This is niggas that was in the industry. They just they weren't working for Def Jam.
Bro, I have never seen that one person say anybody that's ever written anything for Hov. Cooks, maybe to construct a song idea, but Hov has penned his own shit throughout his whole career, bro.
Even when Kanye talks shit about Hov, never on that sense of.
So what's interesting about all of this is literally the only genre you have to go to this. If you if you talk about everything, like you guys were talking, like when he was talking about everything that all the producer had to do, and you're like, yeah, that sounds like the same stuff, and you're looking at it as a negative. Every other genre, that's a good producer who comes in with, hey, here's the song, here's the vibe I had for this song,
right here,
and then you work with the songwriter and the artist to say, okay, this is to flesh that out. But hold on, because y'all went through a whole thing, and you were asking what I was laughing about. That's what I'm thinking the entire time. Like, this is so fucking asinine to me that it really is this. I can't put together a piece of work, and it's I gotta do. If I didn't do every single fucking part for myself,
but who created this? Who created this?
That's what separates hip hop from other genres.
No, you started this conversation with the exact villain, and y'all let it go over your head every time. Jay-Z created that dynamic by saying, "Nobody writes for me. I don't write. I'm the greatest of all time. I'm this. I'm that."
He first rapper did that. Let me tell you.
No, I'm not saying he's not the first. I'm not saying he's not the first. But he was the most mainstream guy to put that thought process in most people's heads. Just so we get on people who got a bigger platform for talking crazy. No, listen. Just so we get on people who got bigger platforms for saying crazy shit. Right? Jay-Z was at that time one of the biggest names, him and Wayne. And they both was on that shit, knowing that's not real because music has always been a collaborative effort.
But they're talking about their lyrics. They're not talking about the full song. They're talking about their bars, their verse.
What they brought to the table morphed into a unreasonable expectation of hip hop.
But that's my point. I don't think it started with them because I remember niggas saying that in 90s track talking about this is all me. Like they
you
weren't
mean like
talking,
Ice Cube and them?
It's just in general, yeah. So it's like that's just like that's been hip hop from.
Bro, they used to not. That was Eazy-E's knock. That was Eazy-E's knocks because Eazy-E didn't write his shit.
But we also know Eazy-E was the drug dealing money behind it. It's like Baby didn't write his shit, right? We knew that, so we didn't expect that. What I'm saying, Eazy-E never said nothing that you was like, bro, that shit's so lyrically cold. I gotta remember that shit. It was probably just catchy shit.
Eazy has, okay.
Right, it's catchy.
Because Eazy has some shit. Eazy has some shit that I was like, oh, that nigga going crazy.
But I think it's like I said, it's still like it's been from day one that hip hop has been. Yeah. This has to be completely solo effort. Like it can't be. Nobody else can help me. Fuck everybody else. It's me and fuck all y'all. That's what it feels like.
That's what hip hop was from the basis. It was me versus you.
Yeah.
You know, I got these bars. I got these lyrics.
I'm rocking the party, or you rocking the party.
Right. That's it. It's just you and I. Either you got it or I got it. It has since evolved from that because now you got, oh man, I got this guy that makes me beats.
Yeah.
Oh, you got somebody that do that for you? Oh yeah. He got beats. Oh man, he come with a hook every so often. Oh, that's cool. I just throw this verse on there. Now that's popping. Now we're a team. And yeah, that has then evolved to, okay, well, I got a couple bars for you. If you could just, perform a verse around these couple bars, we can work on those together. Okay, well, now I got this whole verse for you. Just go ahead and spit this for me. You know what I mean? So it has since evolved to a more collaborative effort, but at the basis of when people want to be braggadocious about it, of course, hey, I'm doing all this shit on my own. I'm making my own beats.
And that part is cool. And that's not even the part that's asinine to me, because that is crazy. The part that's asinine to me is a nigga know all of that, excuses for they fave, but have trashed 99 other niggas.
Well, see, that's the
and
same.
That's the part that's
right. And to that point, to me, and I guess it's everybody's whatever they rate it on, right? So to me, somebody getting help on a hook or a song concept to me was never a knock. If your verse was written, to me, that's where I'm like, okay, your verse, you didn't write your own verse. That's not your verse. It's the verse part. Right. The hook, the concept of the song, because again, a lot of the times you might just be more lyrical on just give me a topic and I can go. But I can't think of a dope ass topic. Somebody else may come up with the topic, somebody else may come up with the hook. I'm more so focused when I'm judging lyricists, I judge, did you write those lyrics yourself? Those lyrics, not the hook, not the concept of the song. Those lyrics that you said in that verse.
Say this hook had to be lyrical though.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. So that's why I say with whole shit, yes, he might have had a whole lot of help from producers giving him song concepts and everything like that. This is the structure. I need you to fill in these verses, but those verses was all Hove, and to me, that's why Hove is my goal. I go off of that, and again, that collaborative effort, I credit him because, like I said, you try to credit it to a lot of the A&R, but Hove, and it's been proven in behind the scene footage and everything like that, and even talking to artists, Hove has a lot of hands in working with producers. He's handpicking producers.
I mean, everyone wants to work with.
No, but he's also good. He's also good at picking producers,
though, bro. You cannot have that Hove was powered by the machine, and then but everybody wants to work with him.
I don't agree with the power of the machine. That's Bacardi's take. That's not my take.
The power of the machine is gonna make everybody.
Right, that's part of it. It's an assignment.
That's Bacardi's take. That's not my take.
That's what I'm saying. The reason, and I'm not, like I said, I am a fan of Jay-Z, but the reason everybody loved Jay-Z, everybody, when you think about the producers, be like, man, I would love the producer do some shit with Jay. It's the machine that's like, nigga, you know that Jay-Z is money.
You know that shit gets played.
So this is why I don't credit the machine.
You know what? So this, to me, is the same argument that Drake tries to have with the fact that the label pushes who they want and they put their money where they want, right? And the label always say, we do what's best for the business. And all I'm saying is we have to constantly remember that when we look at artists, because the artists didn't do it alone. Like,
I'm not saying he did it alone
because of visibility, right? But when you did 444, How many niggas was like, yo, bro, we want to be on your next project?
Oh, sure, I
A
lied.
lot of people probably no. I'm sure it was a lot, but in what genre? Was it the new niggas?
So, but no, but
or was it just niggas that was like, well, I see an opportunity. I will reach out and I'll see if he wants to work with me.
So this is two things. The one I don't give it. So one, I don't give it all to the machine. I do say Jay-Z end up getting hold on. That's what I'm saying. The reason why
it do sound like King is
yeah,
not saying.
the reason
The
reason why he got the machine is based off of the skill.
I'm not ranking his music when I'm talking about this shit. Like I'm saying, like I will listen to a Jay-Z song, and in my recent listens, yeah, it don't attract me, but that's always been because just like when you get to a certain level, you start just rapping. And you know, whatever. Like if I don't feel like what you rapping, you actually feel, then it just won't hit for me. And that's kind of how I felt with him. But I respect Jay-Z as far as rapping wise. I just feel his direction ain't that at the end game. The end game is something business wise,
right?
Which has always been the thing. Like
treated rap as a business.
But here's the thing.
Yeah, you treat you not a rapper.
Damn it.
Hey,
but
you
you
treated rap like a business.
I'm not a
necessarily.
I'm a businessman.
But here's the thing.
Right.
Here's why I said 444. Here's why I said 444 did hit, because it's also based off of what is the audience that you did this album for, right? And his audience that he did that album for is for those lyricists and for those people who are a little bit more on that conscious of rap style, right? So the people who said, oh shit, I want to be, you started seeing Black Thought, you started seeing comedy, you started seeing all these respected lyricists who said, yo, Hov was on some shit, and I want to be a part of that moving forward. Yeah, you're not going to get the Young Boys and Moneybagg Yo and shit like that, the JIDs and shit like that who want to be on that, unless you are self-consciously saying, you know what, I see what Hov is trying to preach in regards to that. I want to be a part of that. And that's the thing. Hov is not making music for the top 40. He's not making music for the be in the popping or be in the club. He's making music. He has them, but at this stage, he's not. Just like Nas at this stage is not. Right now, we're looking at some of our elder statements. We saw what Clips did. We saw what Mobb Deep did. We see what Nas did. We see what Hov did with 444. They are making music that are more so like this is timeless to the culture. They're not making music for that. And so, yes, there are people that still going to want to be like, yes, I want to be on what Hov is on. I want to be what's on Nas is on, because they are changing that trajectory. And again, to me, this is why I'm like, what I love about the culture, but I hate about the culture is that, yes, people are being blind to the subgenres of the culture. You have a pocket of the culture it's more conscious of saying, this is what we're doing. You have people that are still making club anthems and still making club songs, and that's what their purpose is for. I don't want to hear Jay-Z make another club song.
But I mean,
I don't want to hear Nas make another club song.
Too is like, what I think we always fail to realize is like, even in Jay-Z's space, like, he's out of that contract.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't what he's doing. 444 was doing what the fuck I want to do.
Yeah.
Like, there is nobody telling him no more.
Of course,
to do anything.
Yeah.
So like you're saying, like, the fact that we in love with everything he's doing is like, it's just, I'm out the contract now.
Yeah.
So we wasn't getting that though.
We wasn't.
Under contract. So that's what I'm saying. Like, even when we talk about like Drake is like still giving contract music. Like, he's not out of the shit to be like, I can do what I want to do.
But again, it goes back to what I originally said. When I thought he was getting out the contract and he was about to become the next Donald Glover, he chose not to.
That is his fault. Because that is Drake's fault. Because remember, if you are reading this, it's too late. That was supposed to be
the last one.
That was in the contract.
Yeah, and that's when he did the Saturday Night Live shit. I thought this. I
He gave niggas some more money, like I said.
He didn't have to sign it.
Again, like you said, that's his fault. You
Remember,
bet on yourself.
And I thought he was gonna go to a whole different stratosphere where he's like, look, you can do entertainment and you can pop out and do an album when you want to. You can pop out and hop on people's songs you want. I thought he was going there, and then he signed the new deal, and it was like, bro, what is going on?
But I mean, as I'm saying, like, you signed a new deal that they knew, like, that's what I'm saying, like, that's why, like, even with Drake, like I said, I'm a fan of both of them. And I agree, like I said, Jay-Z's fandom, you either hate Jay-Z in the beginning because you knew it was a machine and it was in that, like, that whole aluminum foil pit thing, like, you know what I'm saying, the machine. But even the reality of it is just like, it's no different than what we always go through. Sexy Red is popular because the machine is putting more money and making sure you can see Sexy Red everywhere else.
Yep.
Where they putting her in?
What was she
Where
doing?
they putting her on Saturday Night
She was in the top
Live?
10 what we talked about last podcast.
Oh,
She was in that
what
top
was
10.
that?
No, was she?
When they put her on Saturday Night Live, they put her in the TV show. show.
I
Whatever,
forgot about
like,
that.
that's the machine. Is like, bro, we need your presence to be shown everywhere.
And I fuck with Sexy
That's
Red.
disgusting.
I will say,
I fuck with Sexy
there are
Red too, but damn.
I think both of y'all could be correct. Whereas, like, I don't think the machine makes people, but they will for sure
Latch
see
on.
somebody
Yeah.
who, because that is why you got to come in having X amount of TikTok followers.
Yeah.
X,
It's
because
an
like
investment.
we not making niggas. But we saw you got this, and we know we can amplify this 10 million and make it 100 million. Oh yeah,
You know
'Cause
what? Yeah.
we already know you went
We
to
ain't
10 million
seen-
at the end of the day.
Yeah, we ain't seen a machine make a star in a while.
Go ahead, like, brand new
Bro,
person.
you did? Jack Harlow.
Yeah.
But again, that's still
The
considered.
machine made that nigga.
But,
We don't like that
but
nigga.
that's still considered a while
No,
ago.
before that, Macklemore.
That's still considered a while ago.
Is
I don't
it?
like the machine made Macklemore.
I don't think a machine. I don't think.
Machine made Post Malone.
She made
But that's
He
still,
made
Macklemore.
those-
that's still
That's
bro.
why-
Look
but that
what
is a while ago.
that's still considered a while ago.
Machine, Jack Harlow had the song that popped, and that was it. If the machine would have made him, he would have had an extended success.
I think also
Shit, the last person that I
think
seen.
Drake jumped on like I can do it. And
Yeah,
he didn't do
not
it.
not music wise, but the last person that I see the machine made was Bobby Altoff.
Oh yeah, that.
Oh, that's
The white
white
podcaster,
girl.
the little white chick that be doing the podcast with Drake.
Interviews and
Do like
shit.
the
She
awkward.
signed to somebody?
The awkward, yes, bro. She one of the biggest podcasters out right now.
I mean, under what? Like, what did she sound like?
He said not music wise, but
Not
just
music
like,
wise.
She like one of
But
the
what's the
biggest
machine?
independent-
I
No,
think
I
the
ain't-
machine made her. Like, what's
that's
the
just
machine?
that.
Yes,
That-
bro.
I think
She had no past history of podcasting, no past media
But
experience
what's
and
the
everything.
machine
Like
that made her?
whoever gave her Drake for the first fucking interview. Her
The
first
viral
interview
is-
was Drake.
The viral.
No, that wasn't her first
Yeah,
interview,
that
was
wasn't
it?
her first
I could have sworn no. Whatever.
She
She,
said
viral
everybody
is-
got latched on.
The
She
viral
knows-
is for her interview
yeah, bro.
style.
She came out with
It's so
heavy
monotone
hitters
and
right out the
sarcastic.
gate.
It's just that.
Right
it's just
out the gate.
But
The
She wasn't a
interactions
past
will go
personality
viral.
that we was like, oh, she was doing a little bit here. She didn't have a streaming follow. She just popped out with
Well,
major
before her thing, she had 2 million followers on TikTok.
doing what?
She was that awkward
Comedic
style.
videos.
Yeah,
She was
she was
an
that
awkward woman.
awkward.
I was gonna say I'm
office
not gonna get
style.
on. That's just white people. I ain't gonna hold you. Like that really is anything. And again, this is gonna sound really crazy, but anything that has a modicum of black culture, but it's a white person doing it, it blows up.
Because
Blows up
because
every
all
time.
she did was still Funny Marco style.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
So,
She just stole Funny Marco style. But man, let's get into recommendations, man. We already 2.5.
for recommendations, I actually want because I still want to kind of stick in Halloween for a little bit.
Okay.
So I really wanted to know everybody's like. Girl, I mean, you kind of said your space too of like you had a lot of Halloween this Halloween.
Okay.
But just like some of their like everybody's biggest moment of this of Halloween.
Okay,
just,
yeah, I can do
or
that.
the month of October, like whether it be
Month
a
of
great
October.
movie that you saw this month or whatever, like, but just still keep it Halloween related.
Okay. Then I'll say my Stranger Things rewatch. I rewatched Stranger. So I waited off. I knew I was going to do the rewatch up until it. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna watch it during October. So I rewatched all of Stranger Things in October, and it hits way different when you can watch it just in succession.
My daughter just watched-
This is my
mine just
first
watched it
time watching it in succession. Like I watched it as the season went, but remember there was so much long breaks.
Yeah.
But watching it all season 1 through 5, 7, 6, 4, whatever. How many seasons is 4? Yeah, 1 through 4, and just watching it all. Bro, Stranger Things is a goated series. Like even the lows that we talked about, we had, you know what I'm saying, that we talked about when we covered the series and shit like that. It's just like it wasn't as low as I thought it was. And Stranger Things in full, when you watch it in full, the story that they're telling, the horror elements of it, the surprise elements of it, the nostalgia of the town and the field and everything. Stranger Things is really a goated show, bro. It's in my top 5 shows ever. Like with my rewatch, now that I think about it, like it's really in my top 5 shows of ever because everything that they get, like I'm so invested in, bro. The minor characters I got invested in. The major characters, of course, I'm invested in. The story, you know what I'm saying. Even the when I think about like the horror elements of like the monster design, the Demogorgon design, Vecna design, not I was gonna call it the smoke monster. The mind flare, even like just like you know what I'm saying, the music associated with it, like even outside of running up that hill, they always had that like just they really created a world and it sucks you into it where you're like, yo, this is like I'm in it. I'm in Hawkins. You know what I'm saying? You're invested in all that story. So yeah, my Stranger Things rewatch was it really amplified how much I love this show, this series.
That's good. That's
Nice. It'll probably just be all the different horror games that I've been playing. Like, Steam Next Fest is every October. Like they have many throughout the year, but there's typically one in October. And most years I usually just pick whatever games, but I made it a focal point to pick all horror games just because obviously it's Halloween, and it's a lot of talented games out there. It's also some
if you had to pick one.
Oh, my favorite probably is Shift at Midnight.
Shift at
Midnight is fun.
Watching Diz play Shift at Midnight, that's what really launched me to like, I think I want to play some more Steam games.
Like,
Shift at Midnight look fun as a
game,
bit.
that game
watching
is fun.
Diz's gameplay made me want to play, and that kind of pushed me into Steam games.
One, just because it's such a simple concept of you literally somebody comes in and you got to see if they human or not, and then being like, it's just that gameplay loop is so easy. That's a game where you can, like, you got 20 minutes you want to kill, fuck it, I'm gonna play a couple rounds of Shift at Midnight. Like, it's such a fun game.
Yeah. Mine would be, so like I agree with this. Like I feel like the game, and like I said, like for me, Phasmophobia was so far my favorite like horror game I played in October. Like, but like I said, for me, like,
and it's crazy that came later in October too.
It did, but it's but even how we talked about earlier when I was saying like I really don't like chase horror and shit like that, but it's like, or even first person horror. That is what kind of made me like, bro, you need to get back into your rest. Like, you need to get over this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
get over this shit.
Real quick, you know why it's so crazy to me that those games you don't really like, that you wasn't diving into, is that you are such a reactive person that this fits perfectly for your personality, bro.
Why?
It fits perfect. Like, bro, people will watch just to see you. Like, bro, I got to see how Bacardi react to this game.
And I think, but I think for me too, is like I said, for when I played Resident Evil in the past, like I've always had a weird thing about just playing hard games by myself in general. Anyway,
yeah.
Like you're saying, I run through some games and play. You're saying like in certain games, but it is like the chase hard shit. Cause I do talk, even without Twitch or whatever, I talk to myself. Like I play the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know what it was in the comfort zone of just like I'm in this space of being online streaming and somebody might be watching me, whatever. Even if I don't know nobody watching me, but it's like I can kind of go through that a little bit more, easier. So it's like, even like I said,
I just feel like you're more self-conscious about people hearing you scared. Like, I don't want the neighbors to know. I don't want nobody to see me on screen scared.
Like I said, the key thing is like I don't like dying. Like I just don't. Like, I don't like running for my life. I don't like dying. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I can any other game in the world that cause you to die.
It's the fact that you say this statement like we gonna be like, well, no, we like dying.
You don't want to run for your life. That's the whole point of playing the game.
Like when me and King was playing, what's the name? The chick grabbing me was like, this is a lot. but when me and Diz played Phasmophobia, I'm like, you know what? I can deal with a little, like, I can get a little weird glitch and they get a hand like, I'm fine with that. Like, I can do that. Like,
Oh, you ain't got that. It's different Outlast trials. just to let you know.
Oh shit. No.
So I mean, but I feel like even me kicking into that space of October does, like I said, even knowing like did you play whatever, it's like I would try all these games now in a sense. Like I would really.
You need a comfort person. Like you got Diz with you.
Or not even that. Even space was like I said, I want to run through the Resident Evil games and shit like that. Like I want to. These are my favorite genre games.
Bro, I'm gonna be live in that chat when you watching that when you do that Resident Evil
games, and it's like. I can't remove myself.
I can't wait to do that. I'm gonna be live in that chat with Resident Evil, dog.
So like I said, I want to play all those games. So like for me, it really kind of reignited my love of like, bro, you really like horror games. You got to get over this shit and just like and play them because it's like I do like if it's a genre game I like the most, it really is horror games. Like I like zombie games. I like all that kind of shit. I like the exploration. I like the scares. I do like the jump scares and all that shit. I just hate first person. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, like any third person game, like Silent, like I would run.
Hey man, if there's a 3D company out there and y'all want to bring us 4D sessions, if it's a 4D company, you want to bring Geekset to experience it, please bring us.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I need Bacardi to experience this.
So it's like, so like for me, it's like really playing.
Remember the alien one at
You said what?
We went to
Hey,
Disney.
Disney.
It was a 4D theater.
I thought Brandon was going to die.
And they did it was a situation where it was like, all right, you 4D. And they were like, we're going to go up in space. We go up in space, and it's a guy, they're like, hey, guys. And he's telling us a story and everything like that. And like, there's aliens out here. He shows this alien. Then the alien accidentally gets transported to where we're at. And we're in 4D. And then we see the alien in it. And then
It break the glass.
But it's 4D, so now the alien loose in the room, and we in the chair strapped in.
You feel
our
a
little
little
cousin,
scared?
bro. Our little cousin lost his shit.
I really like Brandon was so terrified. We got back out there. I'm like, bro, so we didn't even know. Bro might die.
He thought that because like when there was one point, it's 4D, so that it felt like the alien walking around. Then you hear somebody scream like they got ate, and they got shoot a little bit of water on your neck,
bro. I think my dad, Uncle Herb, they were two adults in there, and all the rest of us was kids. Bro, he was sitting next to me. I'm like, bro, this kid is about to die. Bro. I was like, bro, somebody lost his shit, bro.
I did play like even when I was in Texas. I went to what the fuck is it called?
Oh, Cosm.
Cosm was one. I mean, I was gonna recommend that because I was Matrix. It's not really hard, but I'm definitely like Matrix was cold.
Okay.
At that Cosm thing.
Okay.
Bro. Like that shit was.
It looked at fire.
But I did go to like one of like I forgot the name of the place. It was like one of David Buster's places. They had like the virtual reality game, and it was one of those.
Yeah.
Where we did like it was two different ones, and when like the guy that was like we was gonna pick this other one that kind of like walk around. He's like, no, y'all probably like this other one.
Yeah.
And it was like a 4-panel thing, but the panel moved.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't
You
never
like
been
being
in
in
that.
space. You gotta throw a ball, catch it, do all that shit.
Yeah, but it was like so we was doing like an actual like zombie thing, but it was like you were on a flying machine.
Yeah.
Like so, like you put the VR thing on, and it was like I didn't know. Like I'm like some big creature. Like I'm looking at the VR like I'm some big creature, whatever. And the game start where you just really on the ground and you hear it. I'm not paying attention to the nigga talking. He's like, oh, I'm getting the engine together, whatever, going. Dog, that motherfucker took off. But you hold this thing, and I feel like he's flying for. I'm like, dog, this nigga. Like, and the wind was blowing. Like, it was a crazy VR experience. Like,
we did that in Vegas, dog. That shit was crazy.
Like, that shit was bananas VR experience, bro. So it's like,
we need more horror experiences. Bring Geekset, specifically Bacardi.
Yeah, but I mean, no, I was like I said,
put a camera on them too.
My game thing was like, I really, like I said, even just throughout October, I really enjoy. I've been in a space where I've been letting live TV just kind of show, because the live TV gonna show a lot of horror movies. You know what I'm saying? So I've watched a lot of movies
on live TV, commercial.
Even with the commercial, because it's like, damn, I ain't seen this in forever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
AMC was going crazy already.
Yeah. Like I had a moment where I went through all the Jasons, because they was just literally like a day. Like, they was back to back to back to back. I'm like, what? Commercial, whatever.
Yeah, on Samsung TV, I watched all the Screams, and I was like, damn, I forgot. And all the scary movies.
So it's like I said, but what I would do is say, like, Vampire in Brooklyn is one of my favorite horror
Vampire Brooklyn, same.
Like, I really realized.
I gotta go back and watch it. I haven't watched it in a minute.
It was on so many times on live TV. Like, when I just turn my TV on to be like, it'd pop up like, this is on, like halfway through, whatever. Yeah. And I caught it one time and just watched it straight through and just forgot how great that movie really was. You know what I'm saying? And like, I feel like we slip on it when we talk about like black horror movies and shit like that. Like, just really, because it really wasn't a horror movie. It was like horror comedy. But Eddie did a fantastic job being a fucking vampire, bro. Like,
absolutely.
Like, he really did. You know what I'm saying? And even in that space of understanding, like, I think that just brought me to my thing, just talking about, like, you know, he finna finally do his. We haven't never had a Eddie Murphy documentary. Like, I think they finna do on Netflix.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to watch that motherfucker. I'm
excited to watch it too, but it's like that, even that, and like Hard Night, like that were kind of things that were popping up on throughout the month, and it was just like, bro, Eddie had a fucking dumbass run, bro. Like, in his life, even where he's at now, it can still do shit. But when he was in his prime as a black man, like, bro, nobody can really touch Eddie Murphy and what he did in movies and films, like in TV shows. So,
all right, Trip.
So I also been watching Stranger Things back, but just outside of that, just really getting into, you know, I like to watch those reality TV shows as far as like Ghost Adventures and shit like that. So just you know, getting, you know, involved in watching those, because, you know, I feel like around Halloween is the perfect time to really, you know, be well versed into that. But outside of watching, you know, Stranger Things back,
just getting prepared for the new season that's coming out, and watching Welcome to Derry. That shit's been crazy.
I mean, I was going to recommend
Yeah,
that.
I was gonna recommend that too before you.
But I feel like I really want to talk. I
Me too.
didn't know if everybody watched it. That's why I wanted to actually talk about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I didn't get a chance to watch it yet.
I'm surprised.
It's good.
It's so good.
I'm gonna try to check it out this week. My probably October. I got two things, I guess. So the first would be every year I do try to do a new series that I have not watched before, and I try to like watch the whole thing. So at the beginning of the month, I did do Terrifier from All Hallows Eve all the way to Terrifier 3, and I think it's a really good storyline. Like I know Terrifier is gory and he has some really crazy kills.
Crazy kills,
So if
bro.
you get past it, it's actually a really good storyline.
Yeah.
It's kind of it's still kind of B grade in a sense of like it's not too intricate and it's definitely been done before, but when you mix it on top of the visuals, it makes it a little bit more interesting. You know what I'm saying? A little more tolerable, and it kind of gives not necessarily meaning to the kills, but it makes it make sense. So that was like something I was really happy I did early. Just got it out the way because they all on Peacock. So it was like boom, 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 got it out the way. And my second recommendation. So I advise people, man, if y'all gonna dress up or y'all gonna like go do stuff for Halloween, do it as a group.
Yeah,
Because we had a really good time this year. Me, my wife, and my sons were the Ninja Turtles, and there were like just like last year. Like so, the last few years we've been doing family costume or whatever. So like we did Star Wars, we did the whole cast of Star Wars for the most part. I think the year before that we did Mario Brothers, and it was dope. Like it's just really, but it's the reception. I think you get a better reception when you have like a group of us, because like it was wild. We was on the other side of town, and like families was coming outside, bro. They didn't have candy. They just wanted to be like turtle power, and like just you know what I'm saying. My son's getting that vibe. Like at one point, like it was houses. They had candy like right across the street from each other, but in the middle was a manhole cover. And so me and him walking down the street, first thing he do run and jump. Like he, you know what I'm saying? Jump, and he even said like turtle power and jumped. I'm like, bro, everybody loved it. And I think like that's what we kind of got away from with Halloween. What it's really about. Like, having a really good time, not just like having a really intricate costume.
Right.
Or looking real sexy. I know that was a thing too.
You know what that made me think about with Turtles, man? The manhole cover was so associated with the Turtles. I feel like we strayed away from that with the Turtles. Like it's not.
I feel like we lost kids to Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
I feel like we hate the manhole covers because we drive now.
Because that used to be synonymous with the Turtles so much.
Everybody
They used to be synonymous.
But you couldn't even lift the motherfuckers up.
But even remember, as kids, we used to walk by and be like, the Turtles down there. Like we got away from that.
Strong as hell, bro.
But you know what? To King's point, even about that, man, I did my closet cosplay of Knuckles. And so much joy of people. Like I saw, like it was paired. Like look what he got, look what he got. And I'm like, I'm not even in full Knuckles. I just had the gloves, my red hat, the red hoodie. You know what I'm saying? But then people, it's like, you know what I'm saying? That fun, people love it, man. But I mean, OG recommendation, man. First things first. Before we get into OG recommendations again, man, we talked about it when she popped in. But I want to say, man, make sure y'all follow Swiper, man. Swiper is the new member of Geekset. Man, been doing a lot of gaming. If you've been watching Dig's gaming space and everything like that, then you are very familiar with Swiper. We finally made it official, brought Swiper onto the team. So make sure you follow Swiper. Make sure you go check out, all of her pages. Check out her gaming as well. Show her some support. Throw some eagles in the chat for her. And you know what I'm saying? When y'all see her going live or anything like that, throw eagles in her chat as well. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you follow everybody's social media page. As we've been saying, man, everybody is putting out more content, man. Diggs is gaming. He got a nice little community over there. Bacardi's gaming. He got his community over there. King is gaming and also putting out more movie shit. Trip is gaming. Like you said, go make sure you follow everybody, man. Get everybody's stuff up. I'm going to start gaming more, man. Like I said, Diggs inspired me. Bacardi inspired me. King inspired me. So Trip inspired me. Everybody inspired me because I've been seeing more gaming in October. So I'm going to be doing 12 minutes. For those who know about 12 minutes, it's a loop game. I started on mobile, and I was like, oh, fuck that. I want to play that now. So it's really, you're trying to discover a murder that happened. You want to figure out why this cop want to kill your wife, and you got 12 minutes to figure it out. Other way loops, and you know your character knows that you're in a loop. So now you can use those clues from what happened in the loop to try to figure out and try to convince your wife and try to figure out this case. I haven't figured it out yet, and so I was like, "Fuck it, I'm about to do it on Twitch now." So I'm getting my Twitch stream together. Got to get my setup together and everything. But yeah, look out for my Twitch because I'm going to be streaming that, and I'm gonna dive into some more Steam games. Make sure you go to geeksetpodcast.com, check out all of our past episodes and everything like that. Make sure you check out Yasa's reviews and blog and everything like that. Yasa been going crazy over there. Get you some merch, man. Bacardi's going crazy. I know a couple of people have been asking. Check out what we got coming, man. Check out everything there. Join our Patreon, patreon.com/Geekset, one of the best ways to support us. Join our Discord. There's a whole bunch of dope people talking dope shit, man. And as always, this is the only podcast that blend hip-hop culture and geek culture together. And we are out. Peace.
I mean, what the fuck we talking about here? Fridays, we are talking a brand new show, bringing you hilarious commentary about black characters.
Like Goofy and the whole gang, we all know that black. They been nigga. You know what I'm saying? P Black. He Uncle Ruckus. He Uncle Ruckus is a bitch. Yeah, P Black is a bitch.
Cartoon intro.
Dark Queen Duck. Nobody gonna join them? I hate all y'all niggas. You gotta have real niggas around.
Anime drip.
Throw me in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. What I'm talking about? I want to be able to have my pose. I want to throw it in there.
Game nights.
I feel like Twister is gonna get people in some positions that they don't need to be on. That's an HR nightmare. It's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Video games.
It would have to be a 2K. Hey, sometimes 2K be cheating, man.
And more. Brought to you by Geekset, featuring Deuce, Bacardi, Didge,
And
Trippy, and King. Tune in Fridays only on YouTube. I mean, what the fuck we talking about here?